into Art, you know, we were able to get at least, I think it was like 2 picks was that round? Yeah.
Yeah. And now the Terps are going to be up against a full buy because they're trying to bonus off of their previous guns that they had last round. So they have got to really have stellar aim coming into this round with, you know, the Bulldogs that they have. Savani being really aggressive up into mid, gets picked off by that Phantom. And now the rest of the team trying to flood into Art. Trace does get that trade eventually, but the Terps have not made way onto either site here. They're really stuck in mid right now.
You know, I'm wondering if this Clove is even aware that they got a pick on their Tejo here on through mid. You know, Trace slowly creeping up along with their RIT's Yoru also holding back near Flowers. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to at least push on the site. Oh, we're getting shots from Teo from Sova.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Trace made a little bit of contact towards A site, but the Terps still mainly positioned that way unless they want to just slowly try to walk towards B site. But RIT has stayed in a good position. They only have one defender here on this B site, but they do have the KJ utility going for that.
You know, I think this is their play. You know, the Terps seem like they're going to play it slow, play it off at least a pick maybe. And then here we have Davy Jones throwing that nade onto A site. Carrot slowly also pushing up to B site along with Sova. I'm wondering, oh, they left B site. Wow, RIT has B site left alone. Only with Vise being in CT. I'm wondering if Carrot can get this shot on the Vise, getting her at least one tap away.
A great play calling from the Terps there to just slowly walk over towards B, draw off that rotate from that Vice, have an open sight, and now how will RIT pull off a 4v4 retake? The Terps gotta get themselves into position here. They're spreading out more a little bit. They're spreading out more than they did in their previous post plant here on B site, but they're still sticking with having one person into halls. Looks like this time it's gonna be Carrot, and she's getting pushed, uses her stun to help her out there to find that pick on the chamber, and now she's hunting for more. The Sheriff in hand looks up towards heaven, but does get killed. But the bomb is ticking down. Looks like it's going to be a win for the Terps here as Trace uses her ultimate to even secure that more so.
Clutch.
So that's what I was talking about earlier during Agent Select. You know, Trace had it down with those Sova lineups, you know, like I feel like it was worth using that all early on in the game.
Yeah, just to secure that round win, you know, there's no harm using your ultimate there. If you have it that early, it'll come up again quickly with 8 ult points. So yeah, I do like that decision, and that was such an important round for the economy because look at their buy now.
Their buy is looking really good. You know, I'm pretty sure Trace can, like you said, get that ult up and at least maybe like 2 or 3 rounds and just get it going. We have Soap just holding down mid, having the turret out. And the chamber just retracting, holding down A site.
UMD just kind of defaulting for the moment. They did make contact A, like, as Savani has been doing for the last couple rounds. And Soap taking the mid fight yet again. This time, though, has a Vandal. So things go in her favor. And she doesn't really take space off of that. Instead, it looks like she's going to wait for the rest of her team to regroup. And Carrots might have a really good call here if she doesn't hear anybody left on this B site.
Oh, this Teo is playing a really sneaky Bucky move over here, holding the corner. We're waiting to see. You know, it's really tense over here. They're trying to peek. I'm not quite sure if they'll push. And the Teo loses that fight. I feel like, you know, he shouldn't have pulled out that pistol at that time.
Yeah, the Vice heard some of Carrot's utility and called for a rotate, but it looks like the rest of her team is scaled up towards A site here, and they're going to be able to get bombed down no problem, and they're going to catch RIT way out of position. So they have found themselves in another comfortable post plant with Soap creeping in from R. Does not even need to use her positioning there as Savani was able to handle that on her own. And now things are looking really difficult for RIT with all this utility they're going to have right in their face, along with Savani's Vandal. And yeah, again, Savani made contact, but in a 1v4, this should be no problem.
I'm really, like, you know, this Clove, here goes that Clove, and the Terps win that round yet again. you know, these strats that the Terps are really pulling off are pretty effective so far. You know, they're playing it slow. You know, they're being smart with their util. And, like, honestly, with that Bucky play, I'm kind of scared to see what they'll do with RIT will do with their economy right now. I mean, it looks like they're forcing. We had a Guardian there. We had a Marshall buy, I believe. You know, I'm wondering if that's going to be a constant spot for the Teo to be sitting in. Because, you know, if I were there, I would most definitely get caught by that Bucky play.
Yeah, good job just avoiding that Bucky, because those things, no matter what gun is on the other side of that fight, at that close of a range, it's a toss-up. Davy Jones gonna use that KO ultimate to flood onto A side. No defaulting this round for the Terps. They are full pushing up onto A, and they have it already. But they're gonna have to keep an eye out for Art, as well as in dugout here. But Savani winning that early fight.
You know, they have pretty good numbers so far with RIT, already 2-5. We have RKO being a little bit low, and then here goes this Teo. Is he going to go ahead and use his util? They're both pushing together. Their Vise and Teo are kind of stuck there in Art. They have to push the smoke, but the Vise gets Savani, with Trace getting the Vise.
Oh, Trace gets both of them to put the Terps at 5 round wins. I would not be surprised if we saw a timeout from RIT, and it's all smiles in Studio C right now for Terps Premier GC.
Everybody's so cute in the studio right now. I mean, I'm pretty excited to see how this goes, you know? I mean, I don't know. Look at this. You know, the RIT does have to forcefully save here. We have a lot of sheriffs. I'm assuming the chamber is going to end up using their pistol, you know. That chamber pistol is kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure the Terps are going to default, considering they have Spike just dropped in spawn right now. And I'm wondering if they're going to end up pushing A more towards than B.
They're going for their trusted default. Savani's still trying to make contact towards A site. Scope taking that mid fight, but no one's going to be on the other side of it. So this round looking really familiar from the last couple rounds that have gone the Terps' way. Not looking to switch anything up too crazy. Right now, B is the more heavily defended side. Carrot's gonna know of that very shortly as she's hearing a bunch of util being placed down. Gonna rotate back. But this time, RIT's being a little bit more diligent about not rotating too early, and they did find the pick on Carrots, but still, it's not drawing a lot of rotates. The Clove is still positioned on this A site.
Here goes this Teo again here in Art, and I'm wondering if Soap is going to be able to get that pick. The Teo retreats back into their mid. Here goes Savani jumping onto site, hiding in her smoke, traveling all the way to Art to see if they can get that Teo.
Yeah, now they're actually kind of neglecting site for the most part and just trying to clear out these aggressive pushes that they know are going to be flooding in early. Vice ultimate comes down, but great shot from Savani there. And she's able to avoid the Vice ultimate, and her team as a whole going to completely scale off of this A site and run towards B, with everybody managing to escape that ultimate and have a free B site right now. And they've just got to watch out for this chamber who could have this timing up in heaven.
You know, that was a really fast rotate with both RIT and the Terps. I was kind of scared with them running on this site. Soap does get picked off. Two of our teammates do get picked off by their Vise, both Soap and KO.
Yeah, great shots with the Sheriff there. Trace, though, has an amazing shot to start things off, but she does get transsolved to Savani. She gets two, and in the form of a collat, backs up behind the smoke and is looking for where she has to stop this diffuse from coming through. She pushes through the smoke, finds the Clove, and
oh my goodness,
for an ace. Oh my goodness, Savani showed up today in the studio.
I'm telling you, Savani playing Jet on that map. Oh. We had an Overwatch replay for a second. I mean, hey, Savani, you're on Overwatch 2 at the same time? You're crazy. Wow, what a play. Honestly, I was kind of scared. I thought, you know, Savani would they were going to spray the smoke, trying to figure out where Savani was. But honestly, what an amazing play. 9-3. Both 9 and 4, Savani and Trace taking up our leaderboard.
And now if the Terps don't have just an immense amount of momentum off of that, I don't know what will get them that momentum. That's 2 times in a row in the studio they've played Pearl and they've had an ace. Last time it was Davy Jones, this time it's Savani. And Savani's still hunting for more, but this time she does get killed in the early round. And this Teo down Spike for RIT, and they're going to be watching it just to defend from the Terps getting you know, any progress into mid here.
Yeah, it looks like RIT is already going on, sitting on Spike. Oh, with Carrot getting that shot on their chamber, but they are still watching Spike. Everybody in RIT is basically watching Spike with their cloves starting to push up behind them.
Oh, Taeho ultimate used for RIT, and that is going to be their first round for RIT coming off of that Savani ace. And honestly, I think the Terps just got really unlucky with the Spike being down that early in the round. I think that's what lost them.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, like, honestly, they can still come back from this, most definitely. You know, I think we already know that the Teo is starting to sit down there in mid. You know, Savani is going to try and get that pick. I think for the last few rounds, she's been trying to get that pick, and she has successfully, but I think it's just an unlucky thing for that round, most definitely.
Yeah, the positioning for the Terps into mid off the bat, just a unlucky call there to start off that round. This time it's a 2-3 split, a lot of pressure towards A, but that's not where the bomb is positioned. Instead, it's with Carrots this time as she is looking B long.
You know, they're starting to default just a little bit here. You know, they're waiting out the clove smoke Savani here. And honestly, I'm looking at both sides, and both sides still look packed, especially A site alone, you know, with the clove and the Teo just sitting there. And we have Carrots ready to throw down another smoke, or her ult actually. And I'm wondering what RIT is thinking on their side, you know, whether if they should hold or if they know that the Terps are going to push that. But it looks like the Terps are going to retreat back to A site maybe. Perhaps, we don't know.
I like this a lot. Kind of a fake ultimate. Very like risky play because you lose an ultimate if it doesn't work out, but if it does work out, you win the round. And now the Terps have made decent space on this A side, but they haven't cleared flowers, and they're gonna have to still fight to get this bomb down. Especially now with this KJ ultimate, they're just trying to increase their odds here in terms of spacing. Trace making things even easier for them with Davy Jones finding a great pick into dugout there, and this KJ ultimate really just gonna push RIT back towards flower.
You know, honestly, they have really good picks, 3 to 4 right now. With the Vise getting Trace and Carrot getting their chamber. Numbers are pretty close. We have KO being really low on our side. Here goes the Yor pushing up, but Carrot gets that pick. And here we go, winning the round yet again. Savani ending it off.
Great job there from the Terps not to let RIT go on a run, because it's really easy, even if you have a big lead, it's really easy if you give up one round to, you know, give up a run on the other side. But just really coming back right off the bat and winning that next round to keep their economy in check is going to be huge for the rest of this half.
I think they did end up learning from pushing into mid really fast. You know, they did default a little bit that time, but, you know, faking with that ult gave them a pretty good advantage. But, you know, RIT still held up their guard, but unfortunately did end up losing the round anyway. We have Savani pushing it straight through mid again.
Yeah, she's looking towards mid. Took that fight with that Teho a couple times, but was kind of stuck in the Vice wall. Never seen that
I haven't
before.
either, yeah.
Interesting. She can't get thrown off by that, though. She's going to regroup with the rest of her team towards mid, and it looked like they were going art, but no, they backed up towards mid because Carrots is towards B, so I wouldn't be surprised if they ended B here, but they've got to work on clearing mid.
You know, Teo is starting to get a little bit closer towards the flank there, just hanging out on A site, pushing up towards their spawn just a little bit, but we have the Terps are all pushing up through B, just slowly at least, while we have Soap just hanging out down mid, trying to see if she can get a pick on this Vise. We have Davy Jones ready to pull her knife, throws her knife down onto site. We still have Soap just hanging around mid. You know, Savani is ready to get a pick. I'm sure she's ready to... Here she goes, jumping into sight. Gets blinded, but unfortunately gets picked off by the clove. We still have the Terps hanging on to this smoke.
30 seconds left.
Carrots being really low.
Yeah, so much damage done by Carrots through the smoke, and with Soap getting taken down 2 in mid, things are looking really difficult for the Terps here on this B site. Numbers down, HP down, smoke in your face. How do you make way onto this B site?
You know, I'm really starting to think that that Vise holding down mid did stump the Terps just a little bit. You know, I don't know if Davy Jones knows that this Yoru is holding halls. Gets that pick on that Yoru. This is really exciting. You know, they still have the Vise. Vise is gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a save for 2 of these Terps. Hopefully 2 of them. Nope, just 1. So yeah, RIT making themselves known here with 2 round wins so far. It's certainly doable for them for a comeback. And actually the Terps going to take a time out here, I think, knowing that RIT looks like they may be on the brink of cracking the code a little bit.
You know, I'm sure Coach Dusty is always going to cook up something for our Terps. You know, I think, again, with that Vise wall, honestly, I was kind of confused how, you know, Savani got stuck in that Vise wall. Honestly, that would throw me off for the round. That's all I would think about the whole round. But I'm pretty sure that was a pretty good hold on RIT's side. You know, they ended up moving the Teo to A. Clove was also holding down your sewers, I believe, that round. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we did end up getting our picks, but I think it was just getting on to B site was really what pushed us back for this round.
Yeah, and B was an issue for us on the defense, and it looked like we were doing well when we hit B in from mid, but we have trouble going in from B long, I think. And that's where we got stuck the last round, is B long, because once that Clove smoke was in order and our soap got picked off in mid, we no longer had that pinch that we usually do on B site. So yeah, I think that's really just slowed the Terps down, and they ended up having to save. They do have a decent amount of ultimates on their side, though, to close out this half. So hopefully that'll, you know, make things a little bit easier.
We still have Soap trying to go down through mid. Yet again, you know, usually Soap just sits there and waits for a movement. We have Davy Jones throwing in that ult already, trying to get out through getting onto site. You know, Savani's dashing into site. Everybody's trying to clear. Savani's trying to clear back onto site with Davy Jones planting spike. Savani's holding down flowers over there. I'm wondering if she knows if there's 2 Clove and Teo holding down over there. And it looks like, I don't even know what gun that was. I thought that was an Odin for a second from that Clove. Or from that Teo, actually. Oh my goodness, RIT holding down back sight. Oh, it is.
Oh, and just a bloodbath here. Backside, Savani swings out, gets 2 to put the Terps at a large numbers advantage as Spike's starting to tick down beyond repair here for RIT. They're just trying to down a couple of guns. Trace is not going to let that happen, though, but still the Clove is on site. Probably going to die to Spike, but can the Terps get this gun out of the equation? It will be Carrots being the one to do so.
Telling you, Coach Dusty's always cooking up something in the kitchen, huh?
Yeah.
But honestly, I think like what really got us is that we got down plant really early into the round compared to our other rounds, you know, where we default or we play slow. And it looks like Savannah was able to clear out site more efficiently that way. You know, RIT was just bunched up back near CT almost, you know.
And now we're heading into the last couple rounds of this half. If the Terps can win these next 2, I think that'll really be the nail in the coffin for the most part for RIT, you know, if they're able to work up that big of a lead. But they have to work against 3 ultimates. What a shot by that chamber. Carrots gotta be mad if you're Carrots just to get a shot like that.
I would be, most definitely.
But now, how will the rest of her team respond? Savani, Davy Jones, consistently making contact towards A here, and Trace is carrying the spike towards them. And Soap just trying to work through mid like she's been doing. Davy Jones takes that engagement there, comes out on the other side of it alive, but is content with just that pick, backs up and waits for Soap to bring in reinforcements.
Here goes this Teo down mid again. I'm hoping that Soap's able to win this 1v1. I don't think Soap knows that Vise was also just hanging out there, going back and forth between site and holding down Heart. Davy Jones getting that pick on the Yoru, throwing a flash onto site and pushing onto site while Soap is still trying to fight off this Teo. This Teo is just holding down your sewers. Is starting to peek out, but Soap is starting to look back, and here goes that peek. Soap gets the kill on that Teo. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, beautiful round from Soap and Davy Jones right now, who collectively have the 4 kills for UMD. It's just this chamber left into dugout here, and now the alarm bells are going to sound for Trace as she gets swung into, but comes out with that kill. And just to highlight Davy Jones that round, that was a killer round for her entering wise.
Yeah, I'm still shocked from that outlaw. Like, oh my goodness, just straight into the round. Maybe not even like 5 seconds into the round. Wow, right through the wall. You know, I'm pretty sure like you can't play chamber without being good at like opping or like outlaws or anything like that. You know, I'm kind of scared to see how this RIT's chamber is gonna do when they get their ult. We look like we have majority of the Terps starting to go out with B, but we have RIT only having Vise holding down B. Savani throwing in her ult. I'm sure she's gonna go aggro right after Trace throws in this drone, trying to get the Vise. They have info, knowing that there's only one person so far that they've seen on site.
Oh, the Vice ultimate comes through. That's going to make B really difficult for the Terps. And I believe that also disengages Savani's ultimate. But Soap does get picked off towards mid, and that is a crucial part of this Terps attack taken out of the equation already. And now that's the Terps have their primary weapons back. They're still trying to take this B site.
Savani playing it safe, trying to get a pick on the... Wow, but ultimately gets... Wow, oh my goodness, sorry, so much is happening right now. We did... Wow, okay, Davy Jones got 2 that round. It is still 2v2. Davy Jones is pretty low though, so I'm wondering to see if they can at least get a trade, but they're rotating through RIT's CT here. They're kind of opposite right now with RIT being on our side, our CT, and Davy Jones has the spike here, trying to clear out just a little bit before that she plants. You know, RIT is still pretty far behind, not sure where we are on the site, but here we are planted A site as they're slowly making it to our flank, back into their spawn. You know, we're starting to, back into our spawn, sorry. We're pushing back into RIT's spawn here, just trying to get some info as much as we can.
Yeah, it's a 2v2 post plant. It does not look like the Terps are expecting a double flank. They're mostly looking towards spawn, like you said. And this Teho is going to use some of their utility, including their ultimate, to try and, you know, take this site. But Spike is taken down. They don't have a lot of time left. They got to push into the Terps here. But Davy Jones is the one who will be pushing out and finding 4 kills for that round. Great job from Davy Jones to put the Terps at 10.
Wow, Davy Jones is just cooking it up. Wow, what a great half. Honestly, I'm wondering what RIT is going to start, like, plotting for the half. I mean, I'm wondering, you know, they were kind of a little bit shaky when it came to holding down sites, but I mean, you never know, they might end up defaulting the same way we did on attackers side, you know. I mean, I'm just excited to see how it goes with that.
Yeah, so they had a really, really strong attack, and now they just have to have a mediocre defense and still win this map number 1. If they can just win 3 more rounds in a row, they're good. And the pistol round is so important in that, because if you win the pistol, you're going into the second round with a bye. That's going to put the Terps at match point if they win those 2 rounds. So important round for the Terps, and it starts off right with Savani and Trace both getting their opening picks. Trace, they both get picked off though by the same person as a trade. The Clove's HP though is quite low, but still the Terps are faced with a level playing field here in a 3v3.
Yeah, you know, they're starting to plant down Spike RIT here, having their chamber do it. You know, again, like you said, Clove is pretty low, so I'm wondering what this Clove is going to do. Maybe just hold down or just man down site with, along with Soap, just trying to get these picks. Their RIT is kind of just jumbled up there in long an A site, with Soap throwing down a Molly, trying to get out the Yoru, gets the Yoru out with Davy Jones finishing it off, trying to push, gets off another kill, and ultimately wins the round. Wow.
Yeah, beautiful Molly there from Soap. That really just was the start to this like chain reaction into pushing there and winning that round. And that is exactly how the Terps needed to start their defensive round. Now they're coming in with a bye, of course, as you can see, and that's gonna, you know, almost certainly guarantee a round win unless something crazy happens for the side of RIT. So the Terps should, on paper here, be looking at map number 1 point.
You know, I did see the Clove buy a shorty for a second. I don't know if that was for funsies or for a joke, but we do have 1 Sheriff on RIT's round. Savani starting to push up just a little bit with a Spectre. Wow, a lot of RIT being on that side, with Spike being down and their tail holding down mid. You know, I think we're just waiting here for some noise, at least just a little bit. You know, it seems like it's going to be a 3v2 here with the Terps and RIT. I'm wondering if there's going to be any util thrown as Trace throws in that drone, finding out that there's 3 of them, and it's just crazy with all the Teo nades. Savani retreating back onto site. And, you know, RIT starting to push up just a little bit, spamming the smoke, hoping that they can get some damage or some kills. A lot of damage is done to Savani here, that Teo bot. Oh my goodness. Going on the site, Savani is just retreating back on. Here goes everybody starting to push in. Savani unfortunately does not win that fight with the Teo as they start to plant.
Yeah, but Trace is on site, but not for long, as she does get killed. And now the Terps are losing their guns left and right. Soap finally responds into Art and is looking on site for another pick. But RIT's not going to give it to her. They're hiding, forcing her to walk onto site and take this fight. She's going to wait for the rest of her team, wait for Carrots to work on that flank, and wait for Davy Jones coming through flowers. And Davy Jones opens things up for this retake with a beautiful Marshall shot. And Soap just gets overwhelmed by some of that Teo utility, as Carrots has such a beautiful flank here to find 2 picks with a Bulldog, and that is going to put Terps in a number advantage, and Carrots is going to close it off for that round. I think she should have time to defuse this bomb too. Yeah.
Wow. What a round. You know, honestly, that was a good play from Soap. I do want to endorse her a little bit. She was waiting for her turret before she peeked out from that smoke. Placed that turret down. You know, I was just thinking that she was just going to throw her molly down and then, like, hope for the best into that corner the same way she did the round before that, getting that Yoru that was hiding in the corner. But honestly, that was such an amazing round. We're already 2-12. 12 on the Terps and 2 on RITs. You know, I'm wondering how else this is gonna go. I mean, here RIT finally gets to buy their guns. Has to be an aggressive move here. 2 being down mid, 3 the rest being down A. Tailbot running down through A.
Look at A side. A's completely undefended right now for the Terps, and with Savani getting killed, it doesn't make things look any more hopeful for the rest of this round. RIT though has not really taken advantage of a free A site though yet. They're being really passive, which is not the play call here. Looking like they're even rotating. Very unlucky call for RIT in hindsight if they do end up committing to this rotate.
It looks like this Teo is going to try and lurk a little bit to see if he can get any info here. Or actually is going down to B with Davy Jones flashing down to mid, peeking with Astra. Trace gets a kill on their Vise. They're slowly starting to move back in. Everybody's kind of spread out here. This Teo is just hanging out alone. Terps left B side unattended, and A side still technically unattended as well. You know, Terps are kind of just jumbled up here in the mid, while RIT is just hanging on to A just before they plant, making sure everything is clear as the close starts to plant.
Time to jump.
Plant's gonna come down for RIT. How will the Terps work up this one round win that they need to take home map number 1? Most retakes gonna be coming in from Art, with the exception of Soap looking in from Flowers with a Sheriff. Now RIT is gonna be positioned off this site towards main and wait for that defuse sound to come through, but Soap was not aware of that flank. And now Davy Jones gets picked off towards Art, and the rest of her teammate has no chance but to be aggressive or just decide to save their weapons that they've picked up here.
Yeah, we're down 2 with RT having 4 and us having 2. Asha's already low. Trace gets picked off, and Carrot also gets picked off, unfortunately, that round. You know, that I think that Teo flank was just really unfortunate. You know, Soap wasn't aware that Teo was able to get so far on the site. You know, I'm pretty surprised that we left B unattended, let alone A for that long as well. I mean, like, that was like Torty, like Pearl over there, like with their Teo. You know, all we have to do is just win this one round to take home this map. You know, I don't think that there's much hope for RIT to get back. You know, there's a lot of rounds to take back, considering I think we're 3-12 now. Yeah, 3-12. But it looks like the Terps are gonna have to lock in, starting to get up with Davy Jones throwing in a blind.
Oh, great scan from Trace. Davy Jones not able to get a pick off of it, as RIT's gonna retreat back up closer to their spawn, but it's a brawl happening in mid right now with Savani coming out dead. And that's a huge player to take down for RIT. Off the bat, Savani is a massive player for this team. Davy Jones responds but loses a lot of her HP in the process. And this mid fight is just all a distraction as RIT does decide to back up and not place their bets on any site yet, but they're just kind of looking for some information. They have the info that this soap setup is on A site, so that's going to favor B site, but Davy Jones and Carrots are waiting there.
Yeah, Carrots was just starting to jump peek. I don't think that they know that the Clove is just hanging out there. I mean, this Clove is really patient. The Vi's over there starting to creep up on Soap just a little bit, just waiting for any noise, you know. Here goes that Teo throwing in nades onto that site. You know, we're still hanging out in mid for RIT. Teo holding the bomb. Yoru's just holding down mid with Soap slowly creeping up through Art. Viz is still hanging out there, but doesn't know that A site's technically free. Soap is about to make contact with the Yoru, but unlucky, trying to get the turret out, but loses to that Yoru.
10 seconds left.
And time is ticking, so RIT is gonna have to plant on this A site here. The Terps have to work out a retake with a slight numbers disadvantage, but they do only need one more round to win this series. So if there's any motivation there that'll drive them to work out this retake, that'll be it. But they're gonna have to fight for their lives from main here. I'm sure as soon as that spike tap goes off, there's gonna be, you know, so many shots coming in from main, so much util already by that Vice utility. And they're gonna have to rely on Carrot Smokes here to try and just give them a little bit of coverage, maybe put up a bit of a meat shield, and that those Teo nades gonna make it very difficult and eat up a lot of time for Carrots here, who gets picked off by just an influx of these RIT attackers coming in from every which way.
You know, it's just unfortunate timing there for the Terps, you know. I mean, especially, unfortunately for Soap, just trying to get some util out on mid to see if their turret can get any info, but unfortunately gets met with Yoru. You know, I don't know. I think we're starting to tense up a little bit here on the Terps side. You know, all we need is one and one round only, but like we're just starting to give RIT those rounds, and we got to start locking in just a little bit to see, you know, RIT's playstyle. I honestly haven't been able to figure it out myself, but we're going in for a mid push. Teobot just running into doors over here, trying to get as much info. Doesn't know that we have Arceo just holding down Paul. Davy Jones is just getting hit with all those Teo nades, but with 4 or 5, everybody, basically it's a party down here in Halls. Davy Jones retreating, throwing in her util with her. Wow, the Yoru tried to block Davy Jones and ultimately let their teammates get that kill on her. Zavani slowly creeping up, down here, over here through doors, trying to get some picks, maybe through mid. Here Savani is the only one, gets 2 picks, crazy with a stinger, switching it out for a Vandal. You know, now they know where Savani's located, just hanging out down here through mid. Wow, Yoru TPing back up onto Heaven. I'm not sure if Savani knows where Yoru ended up TPing, but we have 2 peeks here. Savani getting that kill on our chamber. I'm excited to see if Savani can get this kill from Heaven, especially with this Yoru. This Yoru has been utilizing their util really well this round. You know, they say gamers stick, and it looks like Savani's sticking it. You know, this Yoru, I'm hoping. Oh, that's crazy! Wow! Here we go, Savani clutching it for the Terps. Like I said, real gamers stick, you know? I mean...
Yeah, pros don't fake, as they say.
Crazy
and Savani,
vibes.
I believe, was just... like, it's either gonna be Savani or Davy Jones, who's the MVP of map number 1. You know, so many just beautiful rounds. Every player stepped up when they needed to. Hey, it was like, what, a 12-3 or 13-3 scoreline. So that's got to tell you just how strong this Terps Premier GC team is on Pearl.
You know, that's a much better like map than how it was the last time I was in the studio. You know, that seemed pretty easy for the Terps, only having RIT get 3 or 4 rounds in. You know, I think the Terps GC is starting to step it up just a little bit. You know, I think they're ready to hit Lotus. Is it? Lotus is the next map, you know? And if they get that far through Haven, you know, I haven't seen Terps GC play Haven yet before. You know, it's difficult with 3 more sites, you know, a lot of pinched points down through mid and through pushing up through C. So let's see if it even gets there, but hopefully they take the Lotus map home.
Yeah, well, thanks for tuning in for map number 1. We'll catch you after a quick commercial break for Lotus.
My name is Subin Kim. My in-game name is Carrots, and I'm the controller of this team.
My name is Hannah. My IGN is Tuxedo Sam, and I play Sentinel for the team.
My name is Sima. My in-game name is Care Bear, and I'm a flex.
My name is Megan. My IGN is Giraffe, and I'm an initiator.
My name is Sophia. My IGN is Soap, and I'm an initiator.
Hi everyone, I'm Ayush. My in-game name is Dulcexa, and I'm the coach.
For me, I think it was just really interesting to see like our names on like social media and like on a website. I'm just like, whoa, my name is on a website but so I think that was like the number one thing that kind of like just it brought the realization of like what kind of team I'm in, like what kind of position I'm in.
Meeting them. It's like hard to make a woman and non-binary friends in Valorant, so it's just really nice that we have like a team specifically for that.
The studio.
Yeah.
Oh, the studio.
The
Oh,
studio.
I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know that existed until like remember like when we first talked about the studio, I was like, what's that? When I first went to the room, I was like, oh, there's cameras and lighting. I'm just like, that's
Nice computer.
nice computers.
The monitors
So
are
true.
crazy.
Winning.
Yeah.
Oh, so true. Totally cool. Winning.
Getting into that.
Yeah,
Oh.
that
Yeah, I feel like
was pretty
That's
cool.
plastic.
hey. I would say supportive is definitely like Dusty and Rachel. Those two, just like making sure we had scrims down, making sure we had practice schedules down. Like Dusty making sure like to pick out what we did wrong, just like helping us improve. I think definitely.
Yeah, Dusty's a very present coach, so
Very.
it's like he's really reliable and helped us through the whole season.
Thanks, team.
Yeah, you'd even like schedule things for us,
like organize all those schedules.
help us map bands and like talk to
Stats,
them
yeah.
if like realize if one of them was like unranked or something. Breaking a
Forfeit
rule,
teams.
forfeit, making teams forfeit.
Hey, we don't talk about that last part.
I would also say like our fans in chat, like on
Oh,
stream.
true.
It was nice knowing
W
people
chat.
watching us.
And the haters.
Oh yeah.
Improve in the higher division.
Yeah, it is definitely more challenging because we're in a higher division now. But I think we could with our coordination. I definitely think we could. We need to bring home another one of these.
It feels great.
You
Yeah.
guys know this is the first title that Terps Esports has won.
Wait, seriously?
And by
really?
women.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
First time.
cool.
I like playing Valorant.
Have an excuse to play games.
True, that's true. That's good.
For me, I joined because, I've always wanted to be on a women's team, especially since I got to UMD, and me and Dusty had always tried to make teams work every semester, and this was the first time it actually did work and stuck, and the people who tried out were committed. So I guess I've always just wanted to be on a women's team to connect more to that community.
To make friends.
So I had that gap, without a team for a while, and then I saw the form, and I was like, I really want to try this. This sounds fun. And then, yeah, I play Valorant too much. First of all, I did not imagine me being IGL when I first started because I am outside of my Lilac team. I am known as the no brain, only aim chamber in comp. So I did not imagine myself being IGL. But I think it's there were some difficulties in the beginning because no one I wasn't used to giving out comms. I was just very confused. But I think now it's just the amount of trust that my teammates give me when I give out comms and the amount of coordination that we have. I just love being IGLing because I trust that things will work out.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. We're gonna be heading into Lotus, and what a map number 1 that was.
You know, the Terps just flew through that. You know, I think we choked just a little bit once we hit the 12 round mark. You know, I think we gave RIT maybe like 2 rounds during that time, but you know, Savani clutched it, just going and just holding down Spike and just diffusing just without a hesitation in the world. That was crazy, you know?
Yeah, and oh, hello, Mr. Turtle. That should have a name by now. I hope everyone is dropping some fire name suggestions. But yeah, Savani, like the spirits were high in Studio C during that brief little break. You know, everyone was hyping up Savani.
Yeah.
They were playing Fiend, which is like the GC anthem when they're in the studio. So I'm very excited for map number 2 if they're able to carry this momentum that they've been working up.
I mean, with Lotus being our second map, right? Oh wow, bye. Wow, again, that turtle was just doing flips, having fun. You know, that turtle was celebrating Savani's win. Wow. Anywho, did a backflip. Let's go. You know, with Lotus, at least when I saw GC play, I mean, it seemed pretty close. I forgot who were we against, but it was a pretty close map. You know, rounds, we were just trading off rounds. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm wondering if we're going to have the same picks during that time, but I'm hoping that we can take Lotus home tonight.
Yeah, if the GC can win it in 2 like they did last time they were in the studio, that would be great. And that wasn't even close the last round. You know, last time we had GC in here, every map that they played, I remember they had a huge comeback on one of those maps.
Yeah.
This time, it was not close for the Terps. And I'm guessing that Pearl was their map pick. If I had to guess, I don't know what the pick ban order was, but I believe they are a little bit more comfortable on Pearl than they are on Lotus.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, now that they know that they can hold down B site and like retake and everything, I mean, it seems like it's smooth sailing from here. And like with Lotus is somewhat similar to Pearl in a way. Obviously not 100%, but I mean, with that, I think with all these high hopes and high spirits we got going on, we're able to just maybe 13-0 RIT. Fingers crossed.
Dare I say?
Dare we say?
No, but even if it's not a clean sweep, I'm confident that the Terps are gonna, you know, carry what they had in the last game over. In terms of agent picks, I would love to see Savani on a Raze.
Oh yeah, especially on Lotus, huh? Did Savani play Raze last Lotus map? I don't quite remember.
I'm not sure, but I think Raze is a popular duelist pick here on Lotus.
Oh yeah.
And also another popular pick is Deathlock.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully we can get those picks and it'll be a crazy combo for us. You know, I mean, especially I'm thinking Savani just throwing in satcheling onto site, getting those picks. You know, Raze is so versatile on Lotus. There's a lot of space for her to move, and just crazy movement could happen as well too.
Yeah, or a Cypher is a really popular pick. Either having Cypher or Deadlock. Hold down B site is just really OP on Lotus. Other than that, for an initiator pick, I'm expecting a Breach. Breach is very popular on this map. I have seen Soap play a KJ on this map.
I was gonna say, okay. I mean, honestly, I'm wondering if RIT's gonna bring back that Teo to Lotus. I mean, like, GC has played against a Teo on Lotus before, I believe. And I mean, Teo's kit nowadays is crazy, you know? I mean, very versatile as well.
Yeah, these new Valorant agents that are coming out, Teho, and now with the new agent coming out, oh my goodness, people just are saying that she is really looking OP, and honestly, it's giving Tracer.
Oh, most definitely. Like, I was already seeing like pros hit clips and like hit an ace with Waylay, and it's just like all of it is just like jumping in, throwing in, like getting a headshot with a Bucky, and then just like blinking out.
Yeah.
Same way Tracer would if she like ulted with her like bomb or something. It's insane. You know, I'm wondering if they're already gonna like rework her, because I feel like it's a little too OP in my opinion, especially if you're really good with movement. I mean, I don't know, we'll see. I'm kind of confused a little bit though on the ultimate, kind of. I mean, there is a hinder a little bit, and I'm wondering if reaction time is a thing. Like, you know, if you're going against it, how fast can you just run away from it, you know, the way like you can run away from like Harper's ult as well, you know?
And it's interesting because I feel like the last, like looking back on the agents that have been introduced to the game, I feel like there was a stretch of agents that weren't super strong and are still not super meta. Deadlock, Yoru, Harbor, even Vice. These are all agents that have been recently released but are not super meta, and they have never been super meta. However, Teho
don't get me
and
started.
Waylay, I think they're gonna be continue to be meta. So it's really interesting how the devs kind of pivoted from me, or just figure out what works for the game and what doesn't. So I am really excited for Lotus. Maybe RIT is gonna give us some comps we are not expecting. Ooh,
wow,
Reyna hover, Chamber hover, one of those. But yeah, Savani is going to be going with that Raze pick. We are going to see a Cypher for the side of RIT. That's a very normal pick for Lotus, and the Breach as well for Davy Jones. Nothing out of the ordinary for the Terps.
We have Soap hovering over KJ again. They did pick that Clove yet again, and I believe that Jet was the Chamber from last game. I believe so. They have a 2 duelist comp going on here. Savani, thank goodness, is on Raze. I'm excited to see all the movement. Carrot's also hovering over Omen, and we have Trace here on Fade still. They're still trying to figure it out here in the studio. But, I mean, honestly, I think RIT has some pretty solid picks as well, I mean, Cypher, let alone, is just all those lineups that you can do and those setups you can do on any site, And with Davy Jones being on Breach. Oh, wow. Okay, we locked in Omen, Fade, and KJ. I'm excited to see how this goes. Interesting.
Yeah, normal comps yet again for the side of the Terps. They're just, sticking with what they know, what's worked out well for them. The biggest challenge that they're going to be up against is the Cypher utility that I bet you 10 out of 10 times is going to be positioned towards B site on the defense, at least, because that is really where there are so many setups for Cypher trips. It's really hard to get onto B site. There's a lot of one ways, there's a lot of post plans. So they're going to have to really figure out how to work around that if they're starting this off on attack.
I think last game, I mean, we had some, when we had an Omen on here, when we had Carrot on Omen, we had one ways on defense side when she was holding down C, and it looks like she's holding down C yet again, I mean, hey, I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm pretty sure Trace is already going to throw in down a Fade Eye to see if she can catch anybody in RIT coming up here. And we'll see. And with Davy Jones already getting ready to power up the stun for A-side. I honestly think that's such a deadly combo. And then here you are, you have Savani also ready to just get whoever gets caught in all these util.
Yeah, a lot of aggression towards A-side off the bat. Davy Jones gonna try and breakable there to keep an eye on B-side as well. It does look like RIT just backed up in their own spawn for the moment. They're happy with letting the Terps push into them right now from either which way, from C mound or from A, but it may be Davy Jones who takes the first fight here with the turret sounding off. Davy Jones gonna get that confidence to peek out a little bit, but RIT not gonna peek on the other side of things. Instead, they're gonna peek out into Trace, and Trace finds a great pick to start things off. So does Savani, but RIT does respond, taking down Trace.
Thankfully, having Soap's turret there would be really helpful. We have Soap taking down the Clove. We're already just hanging out here, having fun time in spawn. And Davy Jones finishing off the round, getting that pick on their Fade. That was an interesting round. I feel like the Terps were pretty aggressive, I will say. RIT was just kind of cooped up a little bit in their spawn, and if we had pushed up a little bit farther and got caught by that Cypher trip, I wonder if we would have still won, but nonetheless, here we are going ahead and using our buy.
Yeah, a beautiful way to start off map number 2 for the Terps with confidence, and then now they're going to be able to buy up, like you were saying, and this, in theory, yet again, they should be able to win these buy rounds. And that would be just, a huge way to start out Lotus for the side of RIT. It's a full B rush. Davy Jones sending those comms to the rest of her team that she needs help here on B site. Thankfully, they're close by, near breakable, but she spams through the smoke and finds success doing so. Salty Soap on the other side of the site, trying to make way here. So does Savani as she's found herself all the way onto the site, just pushing rushing in, guns blazing towards this Clove, and this will be another clean
Wow.
sweep for the Terps.
What a poor Clove. You know, all that use was just getting thrown at you. Oh my goodness. Savani had it. Just Clove had it coming, honestly. Savani was ready to get those kills in. And wow, that full push from RIT was pretty unexpected. I didn't think they would just full rush it like that. You know, thankfully we had Soap set up there. The turret telling us that, you know, they found somebody, and then with our breach being there near door, just ready to get picks and just spamming through smoke was honestly a good call to get that first pick of the round.
So the Terps have came away with 2 round wins to start out on Lotus here. They're looking to bonus from the guns that they've bought in the previous round, so they're going to be met with a full buy. Aggression comes through on A site, but there's no RIT attackers there. Instead, they're all positioned onto C site here, and they're about to be faced with a whole lot of cage utility if they decide to go C.
Just hanging out around Mound. I'm pretty sure that they can hear the util. Their Jet dashes straight in with Carrot getting that pick on that Jet. We already set off some of the KJ bombs, and Carrot's taking a significant amount of damage, but RIT is still hanging out around Mound as the Terps are starting to push up. You know, I'm pretty sure they're going to notice, you know, this play from RIT Cyphers that they have trips on their flank. That's their only way of getting information if the Terps are flanking, but they're holding it, seeing if they run into them. They get a pick on Savani, and all this util's getting thrown down. You know, RIT's kind of just cooped up there yet again. We're just trying to win and get those kills in. Gets a kill on Trace, unfortunately. But Davy Jones is starting to rotate in, trying to get that help, trying to see where the RIT is going to end up next.
Yeah, it's looking very reminiscent of the previous round in a lot of ways, and one of those ways is that RIT is ending up on this B site, and Davy Jones is here in Breakable yet again, trying to hold off any push coming her way, but with only a ghost, it's difficult. A satchel gets thrown in her face. She does a lot of damage, but not able to find that pick. The rest of her team looking in from both Heaven and from Spawn, but Carrots gets picked off in her own spawn. That's just going to leave Salty Soap. Would not be surprised. She just tried to down a gun or two, but what a shot from Soap with that Sheriff head dink. And she's going to be happy with that one pick and back away to safety here.
It looks like we're just going to have to die to bomb here. Hoping we don't have to save. But honestly, you know, we almost had that kill there in Breakable. You know, it was a dink on that Raze. That Raze is pretty low right now. But unfortunately just got double swinged.
What is going on? Yeah, letting her team get an earful for making her die like that. No. But so yeah, the Terps not able to win that round. It was RIT just trying to stay in it more than they were on Pearl. We'll have to see.
I mean, honestly, what RIT has going on with those Cypher trips, like, just hanging out on their flank, is pretty effective, I will say, but, like, it lets the Terps get jumbled up along with them, and it just ends up being a bunch of util being thrown out. Just right now, Savani satcheling in, throwing in her bot. Hopefully, it'll catch somebody. It catches one, but we have all this util going on here, all these smokes. It's just really overwhelming. We have the Fade Dog going in. Pretty sure they all know that there's a lot of RIT being on that other side. You know, we have our Omen just slowly trying to peek up, trying to flank. Karis is trying to flank here. I'm wondering if they have that trip down again. They probably do. But here goes that Fade. Gets picked off by their Fade. Unfortunately, RT is just cooped up in their spawn yet again, with the Terps starting to act a little bit more aggressive and Savani holding down that entryway into A.
Yeah, Savani has not budged from watching this A site. She's done a lot of damage to that Jet. But now RIT just stuck between a rock and a hard place. They haven't had success onto any site here. It looks like they're going to try their luck on C in the face of Soap's KJ utility yet again. Going to throw a nade to try and break some of it, but they haven't made way onto site yet. Davy Jones is there to help out Soap, but Soap fighting for site herself. Davy Jones is there for the reinforcements. Like I mentioned, she does get picked off though. It's going to leave Soap in a 1v2 onto site here as she waits for the rest of her team. Spike is going to be planted, and now a retake gonna have to work out here for the Terps.
That was a crazy cage to cypher through just right in front of Soap's face. I mean, who would have known? Here goes this Fade trying to be aggressive. Fade going on over here. You know, unfortunately, Trace does get picked off. And wow. I mean, hey, it worked out.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, we had a little glitch there, so we didn't really get a full view of that round. But hey, Trace won it for the Terps, so you can't complain. Whatever happened if the Terps came out on top.
Yeah, Soap was honestly holding down Sight for her life there, you know, trying to get help with Davy Jones. You know, wow, with the way that RIT is just playing these rounds, I feel like we're able to read them a little better. You know, I do think it's a little bit of an issue for RIT to just be cooped up in spawn just a little bit. But I mean, as long as we're throwing all that util to just scare them back away and Savani just holding down those entryways from RIT, we should be able to go. I mean, it looks like we're doing the same play we did last time.
Yeah, and a lot of A aggression. Yet again, RIT has not come up with an answer. Will this be the round that they make their way towards A site? We'll have to see. They're going to have to get these opening picks if they want any chance here.
Savani holding down that same angle from last round, you know, trying to at least get somebody in. Their Jet's just standing on top of that rock right now, just holding down, trying to see if they can get more info. Savani gets that pick on that Jet. You know, it looked like RIT was defaulting for a second, but they're starting to slowly rotate there, trying to help their teammates out on A. You know, they're just separated by that smoke. We're just waiting to see who makes the first move right now. And the RIT is just hanging out, waiting to see if there's any more information that they can get before they choose to push in.
RIT just waiting. It's the calm before the storm as the utility starts flooding in. The Raise nades, the Fade Eyes, it's all coming down for RIT. So does Savani. They take down Savani and Trace. That's two massive players for the Terps taken out of play right now. Fade Ultimate comes down for the side of RIT. It's countered though by Davy Jones's Breach Ultimate as she swings and finds that pick on the Cypher, holding down this A site. But eventually, Davy Jones does get traded. Spike comes down as Carrots also falls. It's going to leave Soap here to 1v2, make that a 1v1 as she's trying to use her KG utility, but is faced up against this Raze ultimate and eventually gets picked off. But man, she put up a fight.
That was crazy. I mean, honestly, I don't know if there was any way of getting out of that, unfortunately, but it was a really close round that round. I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some, and we're only like 3-2 right now. We're one round off from RIT. I think RIT is starting to pick it up a little bit here. You know, I mean, we lost Trace and we lost Soap, and it just was a crazy bloodbath, honestly. I mean, I'm wondering what RIT is going to do the same time. I mean, we're still trying to throw all that util down to A. They're going to push out through A again. I think they're waiting. They're expecting Davy Jones' breach stun here, as Davy Jones is just holding on to it.
Sorry, a little bit of a glitch again. No one died yet on either side, but that's gonna change as Savani comes in through mid to find two for herself, and she's got Soap right behind her. Make that 3 for Savani, and she is not done. She's found herself in the spawn of the side of the attack, and now Savani and Soap looking to be the dynamic duo here on the flank towards A, and they have good eyes on these last remaining two RIT players, and the Terps have got a pinch working up here with Trace being the one on site.
Trace only has a classic here, trying to hold on to site as much as she can, but it looks like RIT's gonna just jumble up there near Breakable. I'm not sure if they're gonna go through that door, and it looks like they are. You know, we still have three of the Terps just hanging out the backside, just trying to flank, hopefully to meet them down in B. You know, RIT's still trying to be cautious of how they're gonna plant, trying to clear their corners and make sure B site is completely clear. You know, they're starting to be pinched a little bit, but it looks like they're going down through CT and maybe through A.
Yeah, they're walking, they're being really quiet, not letting the Terps get any read on their positioning, and it's worked out beautifully. The Terps are convinced that this is an A or a B push, but it's not. Instead, this plant's going to come down on A site, and now the alarm bells will sound for the Terps as they rotate and try and work out a retake.
We have Savani getting her ult in, ready to just throw it to whoever she sees here on the map. I'm wondering if she's just going to throw it and hope that it gets somebody. It misses the Fade completely, but she still gets that pick on the Fade anyways. And Soap getting that pick on the Raze. Crazy win.
Goodness. Savani is just on fire today. She got 4 kills that round, and she whiffed the ultimate and still got a classic kill. That is crazy work from Savani.
I mean, even with RIT planting safe that round, I mean, with their Fade just hiding there in tree, and it all worked out for the Terps anyways. Wow, here we are 4-2. Savani hitting it with 9 and 3. Soap following slowly, but Soap and Davy Jones falling behind with 7 kills as well. I mean, hey, we look like we're doing really great so far. And, this buy actually from RIT and 3 sheriffs, and it looks like they're trying to save as much as they can. I'm wondering if they're able to get their shots with their deagles.
And this time, a lot of numbers towards C-Mount for the side of RIT. Looks like they've neglected Spike for momentarily, so would not be surprised if there was a rotate in order, because now Savani says, hey, I've got Spike. They did not pick up Spike. She's pinging it like crazy. And now RIT, they're forced to take this fight or, pick everybody off if they want to win this round, because the Terps have full control of the Spike right now.
Here you are, Savani's still holding down that angle, but RIT does end up picking up the Spike, and they're still it looks like they're still trying to pursue C here by just going through Mound. We have 2 of RIT's teammates slowly pushing up with them. We have Soap holding down. We have all the util in the world getting thrown in here. Soap is just detonating her nades, but RIT hasn't been able to jump in yet, but already has taken Soap's util. Soap is over here trying to fight for her life. Hopefully gets the jet, at least gets the jet pulled. Wow, crazy. Okay, switches straight to the deagle with Davy Jones falling behind, and we still end up winning that round. Wow, crazy. I was kind of scared for Soap for a second, with that Fade Eye being thrown, all the util in the world, jet dashing in and everything.
I was a little bit worried for the Terps when they lost eye of that Spike, because they had good control over it, and then the RIT realized, hey, we can't execute this site, we don't have bomb, so they backed up and fought for Spike, got Spike, and then, like you said, it was up to Soap there to win those fights, and she got 2 for herself. And that just really held off RIT to further increase this lead for the Terps, who now have 3 ultimates working for them.
Yeah, it looks like RIT is starting to expect the same util that's being thrown on A. They're trying to pursue B here. Carrot's throwing in that blind. RIT's stuck here a little bit. They're trying to figure out how they're going to go on with this. Carrots ends up getting that kill through the smoke, by the way, on their Raze, even after throwing that nade. And they're just playing it slow, trying to see what they can do. They might be opening door slowly or just waiting to make sound.
Yeah, just a presence on B side, but no execute yet. Davy Jones having so much success from Breakable yet again. The Fade ultimate does get used by Trace, but that's going to slow down RIT, so it's not like it gets used to its fullest extent for the side of the Terps. It's just bought them a little bit of more time here in the late round.
I mean, there is still time here. 40 seconds on the clock. RIT has to make a move. They're starting to realize that there's a lot of people here holding down B. The Terps are spaced out pretty good, but Davy Jones gets picked off by their Cypher, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can see if Trace can get that trade off of Davy Jones, but RIT is also spread out. We have 1 heading down through C, and Clove holding down B, along with Cypher just hanging out around A. The Terps are also trying to meet them in the middle here. I'm pretty sure this Fade is going to go ahead and start planting as Soap throws down that ult, but gets picked off, unfortunately, by that Clove.
Yeah, crucial ultimate to get taken down for RIT, and this Clove is on fire, killing off Trace. Now it's just Savani, and she might get pushed by this Clove as soon as the Cypher cage dissipates, and Savani gonna take that pick, but now she's left in a 1v2 in less than ideal HP. And a bomb to defuse that's ticking down, and she's got to work off this cross hold here and not even going to get the chance to get on to site. And RIT is really staying in this fight on this map.
What a crazy eye from that Fade. Honestly, I would not have expected it to land up there. Who looks up there when you're rushing into C, especially?
Yes. Yeah, so we are in a timeout right now. Not sure which side has taken the tag. I could see either side taking it. Maybe the Terps are more inclined to take one here, as they don't have the lead that they're as comfortable with like they had on Pearl. But things are still going pretty well for them to start things off, and they are in the defense. So I think maybe Coach Dusty is a little bit worried that once they transition to the attack, they're not going to have an answer for this Cypher utility. So they have to start getting these rounds early before they have to deal with that.
Most definitely. I mean, here goes Coach Dusty cooking it up for our Terps. I mean, honestly, they were holding down A pretty good, at least when they were being aggressive, throwing in their util. I mean, it was a dream team there. We had Savani, we had our Breach, and we also had our Fade just ready to throw out the eyes and stun. But hopefully, let's see what comes different in this round. I mean, it's starting to be a little tense. We're still up. We're 5-3 right now. RIT having 3. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, we're still playing that same 3 dream team here on A, you know, with all that util, and it seems to be working. I mean, RIT still gets jumbled up in their spawn regardless.
Yeah, a lot of utility right now towards C site. They're looking to just maybe take C more aggressively than they have in the past. They're going to use that Fade ultimate to help them out onto this site and disengage that KJ utility. Soap doing so much damage, finds herself a kill. So does Carrots. They're working together beautifully on this site right now, but still they're just getting overwhelmed by numbers of RIT here. Savani responds as well in from Waterfall, but now they have got to find their way onto this site. Looks like RIT playing a little bit aggressive. They're not backing up towards Mound. They're waiting for the peaks to come their way.
I mean, this looks like the same play that they did the last round. You know, this Fade gets a kill, but it gets traded out. Savani getting that kill on that Fade. You know, I mean, it's either you stick it or you get these kills. I mean, gets a kill on that Jet, and all she has to do is get that Cypher to get a 4K here and just to defuse the bomb. I mean, the Cypher is running away from the util, but I'm hoping somebody turns around. Unfortunately, does get picked off by that Cypher that round. It was a really close round, but honestly, RIT got a lot of picks on us that round. You know, I blinked and like 3 of us were already gone. My goodness. I mean, I'm actually starting to like the Jet and Raze combo they have going on RIT's side. I mean, like, that's 2 very movement versatile agents, you know, the updraft and dashing onto site along with the satchel. I mean, you don't know who to kill first and who to look at, especially when you're defending and just trying to hold down site. But I mean, it's starting to pick up.
Things have been pretty neck and neck, and nothing's changed now that we are still on the Terps defensive side. The Terps do have a full buy for them, and I do believe someone purchased an Odin for the side of the Terps. Yeah, that Odin is just firing in from A main. But still, RIT not looking like they're too intimidated by it right now. Fade's pushing up for the side of RIT to peek up into Davy Jones, but this Odin is still positioned on this A site, so no progress has been made yet. The Terps do have to be aware of this lurk at B. If they do decide to rotate and re-hit B, that could be an option that's in the cards for RIT.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, the Cypher is just there waiting to get some information. I mean, makes contact with 2 of our players. Savani unfortunately gets picked off by their Jet, and then here comes that Odin getting a kill on our Terps. Here goes Davy Jones trying to win this fight against the Cypher. Cypher is stunned, and Davy Jones successfully gets that kill with Soap following behind. I mean, RIT is just all up on A right now, but hasn't quite... Oh, they already planted, actually. I mean, they're trying to get as much kills and clear as much space against the Terps here. I mean, that's a really good Odin, honest. That's a great Odin skin.
Oh, and the Terps are going to get caught with the Odin right behind them as Davy Jones and Carrots just not aware of that, where that Odin is positioned. It's going to leave Soap in a very unlikely situation to come out with a win, and that is going to leave things to get all tied up.
I mean, it's just an unfortunate round for the Terps. I mean, we can still win this back up. I mean, we're just neck and neck right here. And that Odin play, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it did work. I will say, you know, we did have to retract a little bit from that wall bang that the RIT had going on from A main. But, I mean, hey, they were quick to clear out, like, as much as they could, especially pushing all the way to our CT. Unfortunate for our Terps here, but, I mean, still haven't let our guard down.
Catch them.
Here we have Trace throwing in that Fade Eye with the Cypher Cage being up, just trying to at least spray and see if they can get anything else. with that. Throwing in another one. RIT starts to push in with bomb, by the way. Starting to slowly push up towards door a little bit here, you know. Trace is holding back. We have Carrot unfortunately getting picked off.
So RIT still has numbers towards A, and there is some KJ utility there. Soap did switch that up because she was placing it on C site. This time, though, it looks like she's placed her utility on A and is looking towards B, being very aware of the lurk that they've had. And she does make contact with that raise just briefly, but not looking to take that fight anytime soon. And instead, help out her teammate here on A site. But Savani getting that kill. But now Trace and Soap have to avoid this this Fade ultimate. And the plan's going to be able to come down. No problem for the side of RIT. How will the Terps work out this 3v4 retake? Trace with a Phantom in hand, just gonna creep up near steps here, but this Odin is making its way up into heaven. That is a little bit scary. Savani gonna use that Raise Rocket, satchels in with Davy Jones taking down that Odin. Things are looking beautiful for the Terps so far, but Savani does not get a pick with her ultimate, and suddenly things just start to come crashing down with all three of the Terps getting picked off within seconds.
Honestly, RIT was pretty well positioned for that round. I mean, the way that they creeped up and had people holding down through tree there, and then we had there was another person in RIT holding down through drop, I believe. But that Odin, I mean, it saved us just a little bit, but we still unfortunately did lose that round. It looks like RIT is buying that Odin yet again. I mean, if it works for them, it works. So I mean, I don't know how. I'm wondering what is the Terps going to do differently this round? I mean, RIT has a lot of momentum right now with those wins.
Oh, the Odin spam is in order yet again. Like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They won the last round, and they just want to keep doing what they were doing because now they're able to compete with the Terps here on Lotus.
The Cypher put down that trip again just in case the Terps do push up, and they haven't done so going into their spawn lately. But I mean, we have RIT pushing more towards C site. The Odin is just holding down A. Davy Jones slightly making contact with that Cypher there, but just decides to push back just a little bit and wait for more info. Here goes in their Jet. RIT's Jet just going through all of that util. The Raze gets a kill on our Carrot with that ult, but is also 1 HP. I'm wondering if this Raze is just going to have to get baited out or just, you know, get as much information as they can for RIT. This Odin is just still playing back, you know, trying to make sure that the Terps don't get in their way. You know, it looks like they will. This Odin spin, but gets judged by Savani. What a crazy kill.
Cypher ultimate comes down for RIT, and that's just gonna put all the Terps positioning on the table. And RIT gonna come away on top on this half, which is huge for them considering their performance on Pearl.
I mean, hey, I think that maybe that timeout was for RIT there. I mean, it's working, and I'm wondering how they're gonna hold down these sites here now that they're on defender's side. I mean, will they still do the Odin pick? You never know. I mean, especially on A site, you can still most definitely wallbang that with an Odin when they get the money, of course. But, I mean, hey, that round was just a crazy round there for RIT.
Yeah, so how will the Terps work out this attack? They've got to do it confidently, and they've got to win this pistol round to lessen this lead, and it looks like they're going to plan to do so by going B. RIT does have a Cypher trip to watch B, but that's about it.
I mean, we have bomb going towards mid. Not much happening here for RIT side. I mean, we ended up going through door, pushing on to C. I mean, nobody was really sitting there hanging out on B, but we have Savani in already on site.
When Savani's able to jump over those Cypher trips, I don't know if this Cypher is going to be expecting her positioning to be so close. A lot of damage done by the boom bot, and she does get a pick with Davy Jones there to finish the job. With Savani getting the assist, bomb is planted, and the Terps just have to keep it ticking. And with the numbers advantage they have, it should not be a problem. Savani taking this fight, and Trace will be the one to finish that pick. And Soap there to close things out for the Terps, and that is a crucial round for them, winning the pistol when you are down coming into the next half.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping that gives the Terps a little bit more momentum, a little bit more hope going into the round. I mean, honestly, win one more round, and I'm assuming they're obviously going to buy and hopefully win that round. Not unless RIT has a different idea and buys as well, and it looks like that's kind of what they're trying to do here. But I mean, I'm hoping that the Terps can win this round yet again. I mean, that turret on A did help them a lot, but it looks like we're starting to push through A instead, more so than B side.
Yeah, the Terps looking like they're switching their play call up just a little bit, heading into the second round of their attack half. Savani gonna try to lead the rest of her team, but it's Soap who gets killed as she's trying to be the lurk towards B site. Savani's made a decent amount of progress here, but has to fight for sight. Finds the first pick and is looking up towards heaven to find the second. Davy Jones has Savani's back there, looking behind, watching that flank in from Breakable. And now the Terps are in a great position for the rest of this round.
I mean, again, we have numbers yet again. The Cypher's slowly starting to flank on us. With Trace getting that kill with the Bulldog, and Davy Jones finishing it off with that Jet kill. I mean, hey, look at us go. We're 7-7. You know, we gotta get at least another round in here, and hopefully with that, we can start planning different ways to get onto site. I mean, we had one going through B, one going through C, but ultimately our A push isn't too bad. Our A push is doing pretty good.
Yeah, and that should give the Terps some confidence about A site. That was a really clean site execute, and everyone looked like they knew what angle they were supposed to be watching, and suddenly it's 7-7, and just winning those 2 rounds on the half switch, really important for the Terps to make this an even playing field.
I mean, it looks like they're starting to default here for the Terps. I mean, RIT is also starting to hit back a little bit. Davy Jones is waiting to just release this util, uses it, and Savani's starting to push up here, but still a little cautious, trying to clear corners and make sure nobody from RIT is just hanging out in there, throwing down her boombot and getting her ult points. Slowly still trying to push in. I mean, Savani's here covered in a smoke. I mean, we're playing it slow, but RIT already has 3 on A with the Jet holding down. Once the smoke dissipates, I'm wondering if this Jet can get a pick at least. Hopefully Trace doesn't peek out. I mean, it's still a little bit slow, still waiting for some movement, but the Jet gets that pick on Trace right before that smoke gets put down.
Yeah, what a shot, and that's actually going to encourage the Terps to flood into B-side with Soap there to benefit off the distraction that the rest of her teammate was flooding in from Breakable. And now RIT is forced to work out a retake with Savani being really aggressive, holding heaven before anyone has the chance to swing there. Savani just hunting for more picks and is gonna find them, as she has just been playing a huge part in holding down the fort for the Terps in this pose plant.
Here goes this Fade just hanging out there in Breakable. I mean, what more is there to do? I think this Fade's just going to play for picks at this point, at least get as much kills as they can. I mean, slowly inching to see who is watching what. I mean, might run into Carrot. Carrot does get picked off, unfortunately, with an Ares as well, but this Fade does get blinded by Davy Jones. Davy Jones was really helpful for getting Savani that kill. I mean, here goes this Fade running into the turret and dies to Spike, and we won that round.
Now the Terps are on top, but we're gonna be heading into a tech pause, it looks like. Yeah, for the side of the Terps. Looks like one of our players is having issues with the game freezing. Hopefully that gets worked out, because you hate to see something like this really stop the momentum that the Terps have seemed to be having so far. But they've been doing a great job in these last couple rounds, and hopefully they can close it out in 2. That's definitely gotta be motivating them.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, again, going back to Davy Jones helping out Savani with that kill, I mean, that stun, that raise, had to panic satchel out of there, but, you know, Savani with her shots got that raise. And honestly, I mean, I think it's starting to look up for the Terps here. I mean, we're 8-7, I believe. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close. I just think we just gotta keep pushing. I mean, we haven't really read RIT, just not too much yet, but, I mean, it's anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, it really is anybody's game. It's a matter of, will this series be done in 2 or 3? I know the Terps just want to end it right here and not, you know, just not let the, like, they had so much success on Pearl. You hate to see them lose map number 2 when you win 13-3 on map number 1. So yeah, they're definitely going to be fighting for this one. Hopefully if we get out of the tech pause sooner rather than later, because they've been doing a great job on the attack so far.
Yeah, I mean, here goes this actually, here goes this Raze holding down with the Marshall on RIT side.
Yes, we are out of the tech pause into the next round where things are even right now. Terps have still held control of the spike, but they have not made way onto sites yet. There's no Cypher utility on this C site, so I do like this play call if the timing is right for them to flood and overwhelm this Cypher by numbers here onto C.
I mean, the Cypher is still just holding it down alone, and we have everybody's throwing in their util with Carrots TPing in, and Trace getting that kill on that Cypher. C is ultimately the Terps site now, unless this Clove can either wait or just try and get a pick on the Terps, but it looks like we're gonna play back along with this Clove, waiting for more information from the Terps to see whether or not it's safe to push in or not. The Raze picked up a Phantom and is starting to push in from flank, and the Terps are trying to, the Terps know that this Raze is coming through flank, and I'm wondering if Trace is gonna be able to swing out and see if she can get a pick on her. Unfortunately, does not get a pick, and this Raze is starting to inch up onto C site with Carrots and still holding the Clove together, and all they have to do is just get this Raze.
Player standing.
Oh, but Carrots does not have a lot of HP to work with, and the nade, it's gonna make things so difficult, and with an Ares too. But yeah, I think the bomb's still gonna explode. So yeah, the Terps win by timing. Carrots able to put up enough of a distraction there to let that bomb tick down, and that is gonna put the Terps at 9 round wins.
I mean, it's all for nothing now. I mean, all we gotta do is just power through and hopefully win through that round. I mean, here we are. The Fade is getting that Odin yet again on RIT side. I'm wondering if there's other wall bangable areas on Lotus. You know, I'm not too proficient in like seeing what's wall bangable and what isn't on Lotus, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Once the Terps realize where this Odin is positioned, I know they're gonna probably rotate off of that. Right now, they are defaulting. The Odin is towards C. C appears to be the more heavily defended site with the Odin and Cypher utility, but things are not looking great when Soap gets killed towards B. It kind of leaves their only option to face all this stuff that's on C site or face the numbers disadvantage on A.
I mean, A, they already have so much people in RIT holding on to A. I mean, hopefully we can pick up that spike and figure out where we're going to go next. I mean, B is a little clear in a way, just hopefully that Jet doesn't turn around. Oh, speak of the devil, turns around. But I mean, we have Carrots just slowly walking back to see, you know, they're trying to plot to see what they can do. I mean, we have Davy Jones just holding on to A. Savani is also watching C. I think we're all just waiting for some movement to happen to see what place is more efficient for the Terps to end up pushing.
Things are really calm right now. The Terps being quiet up until Savani engages her Raze ultimate and is looking for a kill for the Cypher. Is going to be able to find it, and she's hunting for more. This Odin, though, still positioned on the C site, and now Savani's trying to get that pick. It's going to be Carrots, though, who takes down that Odin, and Savani got a Roomba kill, too. Oh, some major lag going on. Oh my goodness, I think like our internet just cut out.
I couldn't even tell you, but that was crazy from Savani right there.
God. Wow. Okay, major tech issues right now, and looks like the Terps are in position to win this next round. Not sure how we got here, but does not matter. Now they're just trying to get this Phantom out of play for the side of RIT and just keep this train chugging, their momentum that they have. Keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, Davy Jones slowly following along, and this Raze is ready to play exits on RIT's side and hopefully get a pick. Gets a pick on Savani, but Davy Jones does help him out. I mean, I also don't know how we got there, but hey, we did win that round, and we
Yeah.
are so up right now. The Terps are so up. I mean, hopefully we're still getting some more momentum in the studio today. And I mean, what else? What more is there to do? I mean, I'm wondering if the Fade's still gonna pick that Odin play. I mean, with all that util coming in from Savani, you know, getting distracted by the Boombot, and then Carrots just taking out the Fade, and then absolute bloodbath on that site.
Savani, 23 kills to 10 deaths. Davy Jones not trailing far behind her either. So, you know, just some very just massive plays round after round from the two of them working together. And, you know, we're going to continue to see that as the Terps are just 3 more round wins away from closing the series out in 2. And that is their goal here. And now we are going to be in a tech pause, hopefully working out those issues that we saw last round, as the Terps are coming into a bye round.
Yeah, I mean, like, we have a lot of money on our side, and RIT does unfortunately have to save, but that doesn't mean that they can't win that, get a thrifty actually with that round. I mean, are they going to switch anything up? What's going to be different this time with their defensive side? I mean, are we going to go aggressive for the Terps on attacker's side? Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, nothing has really, on the attack, nothing has really not worked for the Terps. They've done a lot of different things, and everything has worked out really well for them. So RIT's got to be guessing, okay, what are they going to do? Nothing has not worked. We haven't really deterred them from a site yet. Despite all the Cypher utility on C, they still are having success there.
Yeah, I mean, Savani always just satchels right over it, and then we have Carrots TPing onto site on C as well.
So a lot of noise early in the round, but no one's died quite yet, surprisingly, as the Terps gonna scale quickly towards this B site with Savani using that Roomba to buy her a little bit of space as she peeks in right behind it, looks towards heaven, but does not like what she's seeing. And Soap looking that way as well, just getting overwhelmed by numbers there. Davy Jones creeping up with the rest of her team, Trace by her side, and it's gonna be Trace who finds that pick, which is the only defender on C site. But they've got to watch out for these jet knives. They just took down Trace and were able to down the spike. Carrot's able to pick it up and get this plant. But this round is not, you can't count RIT out of this round yet.
Wow, I mean, they're going, like I said, they're going crazy with this buy. I mean, we might get thriftied here, but Davy Jones has the Vandal on, and we do get thriftied. I mean, hey, what a crazy round we had going on there. I mean, we still have money to buy, which is fine, but I mean, wow, what a crazy thrifty round that they got. I mean, we're still up 10-8 right now. What are we gonna do differently here? I mean, Seaside is just a whole nother thing. We did have it in the beginning, but we did unfortunately lose our fights.
And that is the first attacking round that the Terps haven't won, and it was on C. So they are going to switch it up, and they're going to go A. They have 4 ultimates on their side up against a 3 ultimate status for RIT, but still, they have the advantage here, and RIT's playing really passively, actually, on A site. They're not holding site at all. They're sitting up into heaven. So if the Terps can take any space here and just get awareness of RIT's positioning, they're going to be able to get onto the site. Savani trying to fight in through stairs. She gets pushed, actually, and that jet takes down both Soap and Savani. Finally, Davy Jones responds as she's made her way onto the site and is able to get this plant down.
We have Davy Jones throwing in that ult, pushing back the Clove, and Carrots right behind her getting that kill. Davy Jones does get picked off by that Cypher, unfortunately, but can Carrots trade for her? I mean, we're 2-3 right now for our numbers. Carrot just fighting for her life, trying to help out, but gets shot in the back by that Fade, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was the flank that the Terps were not expecting, and they were not in a position to fight that. And now we see RIT starting to pick up some momentum. It's getting a little bit too close for comfort right now. The Terps have got to turn this around. I'm not sure what their economy is going to be looking like this round, but they only used 1 ultimate there, so they should still have those to rely on.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, we did full push A that round, you know, we didn't default or anything. Their RIT's Fade did start to eye and notice that it didn't catch anyone quite yet on Seaside, so you know, she was just sitting there waiting for some more information. But I mean, I'm hoping that this round we can secure at least just this round so we can make it 11-9.
Terps looking like they're defaulting. Carrots might be the first to make contact here with this Clove. Clove swings out and kills Carrots, but Soap is there right behind her to get that trade, and it levels the playing field. The Terps looking like 3 players positioned towards this A side with Trace on the lurk, and everyone's being really quiet right now. With the exception of Savani, though, who peeks out and makes contact there, but Davy Jones does finish the job there onto A site, but the lurk doesn't work out, and the Cypher ultimate actually gets invested for RIT. So now the Terps have got to act quickly because their position is fully known towards their spawn right now, and that's going to encourage this Fade to push up and be aggressive.
I mean, hoping that this Fade doesn't get this pick here. I mean, wow, and Savani was able to get through spawn safely.
Yeah.
Thankfully through walking, my goodness. I mean, we don't know if this Fade is going to end up pushing up through their flank. I mean, we still have C clear. C and, well, C most definitely is clear. I mean, I'm not sure if those Cypher chips are still there, but I mean, they're heading more towards A on RIT side just to defend. You know, Davy Jones might get caught by this Fade, and unfortunately does get caught by that Fade. You know, trying to rotate as efficiently. Those Cypher chips are still on there, getting caught twice with all that Cypher util, but they are still trying to get that plant down. Hopefully RIT doesn't peek out through CT here. Savani throwing in the util and is hit by that Fade ult. Wow.
Yeah, Plant was not even able to come down for the Terps thanks to that Fade ultimate, just making things even more disorienting, lowering the HP even more. And now, yet again, for the second time this map, we are at an even scoreline, and it's at a point where it matters the most, and Coach Dusty knows that. That is why he's taking this timeout. These next couple rounds are crucial if you want to avoid overtime.
Oh yeah, I mean, RIT really is picking it up. I mean, these plays are insane, and it's kind of hard to read. I mean, obviously, Coach Dusty will always have a solution for this, but I mean, what can the Terps do differently? Honestly, I mean, like, played it slow, but they're, you know, RIT is getting in through holding and listening to see who's gonna get caught lacking, rotating. Unfortunately, Davy Jones did get caught lacking, but we'll see what Coach Dusty does have in store for them.
And honestly, I would not be surprised if Coach Dusty is calling for like a full site push here, because they have defaulted the last couple rounds and they've just been getting slowly picked off. One site hasn't worked, and then they get flanked through mid usually, and it just like falls apart very quickly. So maybe Coach Dusty is looking for a bit of a faster site execute, maybe an order here, just something to start the Terps off and get their economy in a good place to avoid overtime.
Yeah, something RIT can't like just read right off the bat. I mean, here we are starting the match soon. I mean, right off, we're still jumbled up a little bit here on A. We're defaulting just a little bit. We have Soap going down on B, just holding it, waiting for any noise, and Davy Jones and Carrots working together to get as much information as they can, and picks here on A.
Yeah, the Terps, yet again, they're sticking with this default. They just cannot get picked off here before they decide to do a site execute. Davy Jones making things off to a great start, but the Clove has ulted, so Davy Jones, the job is not done for her yet, and the Clove is just going to try and hunt Davy Jones down, but she does get picked off. Soap, though, responds, finding two huge picks there, and now the play call is in order for the Terps. Full skill rotate back towards A site, but I don't know if the timing is going to be in their favor. I know Carrots and Soap have got to be calling us their teammates, hey, we have A, but the rotate is coming up, and so is the flank.
I mean, we have their RIT's Fade and Jet just holding on from heaven, waiting right near drop. I mean, what more is there to do? The Fade dodges the Omen blind. We're planting onto site here. There isn't quite any contact just yet, but I think that gives them a little bit of a hunch that they're hiding back in tree. But we have Carrots over here ulting into their site, or into their spawn actually, and we have Savani getting in line of contact of this Cypher. Cypher unfortunately gets 2 picks, but Savani ends it. That Fade Dog comes right towards us.
Last player standing.
Oh, and it's all up to Savani now. She swings, but the spike is being diffused, and she cannot quite kill that diffuser in time. Does take down the gun, which is important in the long run, but you can see just the frustration on her face of letting RIT come away with that round win after the timeout.
I mean, like, it was a close. I will say it was a close round. I mean, it was more strategic. I will say. I mean, Carrot's ulting into CT was a little bit. It was helpful, but I mean, RIT read just right through her. I mean, we weren't able to get any kills, but I mean, at least Savani did get her kills. So she's still high up on the leaderboard. It was 26 and 13, and again, Davy Jones just following with 21. And here we are pushing, defaulting yet again.
And RIT repurchased this operator. It's in Fade's hands right now, and it is placed near Waterfall there. And the Terps right now neglecting the spike. They're opting for this default that they've done the last couple of rounds, and it just hasn't quite clicked. But what are they gonna do differently this time that you know, it's gonna work out for them? Last time it was Davy Jones getting those 2 early picks, but this time Davy Jones is killed off the bat pretty much, and what the Terps can't do here is just let their numbers dwindle slowly.
They're starting to go more towards B's favor. I mean, we still have Cypher and Fade holding down C-Site. Savani does go in contact with some of RIT's, with Clove and their Jet. And wow, the Clove does get a pick on Carrot, but I don't think they quite know that Savani is here. Savani getting a pick, hopefully, unfortunately, losing to that Jet, and that Jet gets another kill on Soap, getting 3 kills this round, but with Trace there to hopefully save the day. Does get a pick on that Cypher, but I mean, Spike is in the eyesight of RIT. I mean, here goes that Fade on RIT side with the Odin.
Yeah, it's so hard when you don't have spike control and only a Sheriff up against an Odin and a high-low, but she does take down just a couple of guns with her, but that is RIT at map number 2
Match
point. They only need one more round win to send us to map number 3. The Terps have got to do everything in their power to stop it, and what just happened?
Whoa.
I think that was a surrender? Question mark. That's never happened in these games before. So I think the game is over, which would mean the Terps have won. I'm very confused right now.
I mean, somebody start playing Fiend in the studio, please, so we can confirm this. But I mean,
I don't know. I think so. I think. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We will cut to a commercial break, and if we do not come back, then, you know,
guess we
thanks
took it home.
for watching.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming we won. I mean, the girls are, I mean, we're all confused just as you guys, but
We'll be back with answers.
Yeah.
Catch us after the commercial break.
I'm Greg, also known as Sin, and I'm an initiator player for the Valorant Premier Team.
I'm Kazu, and I go by NJV, and I'm the coach for the team.
I'm Richard, and I go by Pickle Richard, and I'm the duelist player.
Pretty fun. I definitely liked all the guys I was playing with. It's fun to get in the server with them. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge balancing it with other things, but
Yeah.
it's definitely something that I enjoy doing a lot.
Yeah, making like all the friends that we made through this team, so it really makes me happy. So it's like really awesome that we did this.
Yeah, I think I had really fun times on this team. I played well every single game.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I think my favorite moment was map 5. I think that was a really fun match.
The
Yeah.
grand finals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
was
grand
fun.
final. Yeah.
Remember what map it was?
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was Sunset. Yeah,
Sunset.
Yeah.
And you played Rays.
Yeah, I played Rays.
Yeah, no, that map was really intense. Like, it was super, super hard. The pressure was definitely on. Like, it was super late at night. It was like midnight or
It
something.
was very late. It was really
1 a.m. or
like my favorite moment was probably the first match of the season.
Oh yeah.
First time in the studio together.
Oh,
That
in the
was
studio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. It
That
was
was
like
fun.
fun seeing all the Academy boys in the studio. So that was sick. Yeah.
My personal goal is I think I'm gonna try to hit Radiant this season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. It's,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely to win Big Ten right now, and then place top 8 in CVAL. That's our goal.
Top 8 CVAL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Ten is definitely the thing I'm most interested in seeing.
Mhm.
I'm not flying out, but hopefully, or the boys do well over
Hopefully
it.
we win.
Where is it?
I-
OSU? Ohio State?
Yeah, Ohio.
Ohio.
I promise at least second place.
At least second place? I think we can win it.
I think we can win it too.
I think we can.
We gotta
win
be
Big Ten.
humble.
Everyone, yeah, we just don't. We can't get complacent.
Can't get
Yeah,
complacent. Never that.
That's a good one.
Go ahead.
Honestly, like unironically, I think Kazu is a very fun person to have in the program as like an emotional leader. Even though he doesn't always sometimes things can get a little disorganized with Kazu at the helm.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
For as much flack as we give him for being terrible at the game, he's actually
Yeah, if you watch our
He's
games
actually a very
while I play, you'll be surprised. Like, I hear House is guy my coach a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a weird amount of time.
but I think Kazu's a great addition for him. I love that.
Yeah, I love
He's
having
great.
him here.
You love Valorant.
He's very wholesome.
He is very awesome.
Wholesome.
Yeah,
He's radiant. Remember that.
I'm ready to remember that.
Yeah, his timeouts have improved a lot too. As someone who's seen him coach over the last like 2.5 years.
Yeah, I
your
coached him
old
for a while.
timeouts were.
Yeah, that was when I was
great.
a little baby boy coach.
Yeah, but now he's improved a lot.
Yeah.
I really like having him as coach.
Thank you, Gregory. Wow, this is great. Let's do this more often.
That's the most praise you've ever heard.
He got an ego boost for free today.
That was awesome.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We have answers. So, apparently what happened is RIT was intending to queue a timeout. They wanted to take a timeout and talk about how they wanted to play that next round. It was map point, so a very important round, clearly. Apparently instead, there was a glitch and the forfeit immediately queued a surrender. So what we are trying to do now on our side is we are trying to set up that game, exact same scoreline, exact same guns, exact same
all orbs and
all
everything,
orbs, ultimates,
econ.
money, all of that. and that involves the NECC admins. That just involves a lot of like time and VOD review and such. So that might just take a second before we get underway. And what a suspenseful little ending here. Not ending, what a suspenseful pause here.
Yeah. I mean, it was terrifying a little bit. I was honestly very confused. I mean, match point, very important round to play out. And I'm sure RIT is just as confused as we are. So hopefully we are getting that fixed and underway.
Yes. So please stay tuned. We're going to head to a quick commercial break and hopefully be back with the finale of map number 2. So stay tuned.
Terp Adventures. Take flight at STAM. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body. Feed your mind. Feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform. Find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete. Play. With wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the Center for Campus Life, where Terp adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
I think by the end of the season, like now, we play together, everyone kind of jokes around a little bit more and kind of shines their natural ray. We're excited just to see them play better as well.
With the middle school program, the best part has been seeing the moments of teamwork where the middle schoolers really seem to get the game, and so that's when you can see they're starting to get a little bit hooked on how esports can be so fun.
Off game, or will Red turn things around?
Your ad tech stack is simple, streamlined, and easy to manage, right? Yeah, right. If you're an ad tech, then you know you have a problem. Ad tech is messy, and your tech stack includes way too many tools to effectively manage. At Playwire, we're here to uncomplicate your ad tech stack. We've consolidated the entire publisher ad tech stack into a single platform and added in proprietary technology and advanced tools to generate you even higher CPMs. Get access to an ad tech stack that is simpler and smarter.
guys, welcome back. A little unorthodox stream going on. So we are currently in the process. If you guys are just tuning in after this all happened, we had a tech issue where RIT glitched, surrendered, and it's now they essentially have to go in and manually enter all the weapons, all the alt points, all the money, everything as it was, as the scoreline was 11-13 on map number 2. So that is what we are currently waiting on right now. And as we're doing so, let's hear some of these name suggestions, shall we, for our turtle friend. I heard that we are planning on naming the turtle Kazu.
Kazu? I mean, Kazu's cool. What's the lore behind Kazu?
Coach Kazu NJV is the coach for a couple of our teams here. And if you're just tuning in, we are looking for a name for this turtle because this will be our Giving Day mascot, essentially. What this turtle will help us do is track our donations throughout Giving Day. It will be climbing up a little meter full of water, so it needs a good name.
Yeah, I mean, I thought of Terpy. I think Terpy's pretty, generic, UMD, something safe for their cute little turtle here. I mean, look at them just inching away.
Yep, so keep the names coming because we need a winner. We need a name that is unanimously a winner here because this is very important that we have a beautiful name here for our Giving Day little mascot here.
Yeah, and nothing Testudo or anything. I mean, we already have the one and only Testudo here, of course. But I mean, what are some fun, cute name suggestions for our little turtle friend? I mean, where do them go?
He is here to stay. This turtle wants to see the outcome of this match as badly as we do, but we are gonna have to wait. We have to wait a second for everything to get re-entered manually. And all my almost 2 years of casting here at Terps Esports, I have never seen this happen. It's really just you gotta open the NECC rulebook. That's how irregular this is.
Yeah, I mean, this is all new to me. I mean, Lily's been in the game for a while, more than I have, and this is my first semester doing this, and this is new. I mean, this is crazy. New experience, for real.
Yeah, and I didn't even know you could manually enter,
remake everything. Yeah,
I didn't know. Was it the score line too? I guess you can. I'm not in customs a lot, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, apparently that's a thing you can do, and they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to get the NECC admins have to get involved. This is a very bureaucratically intensive process.
Very intense right now. I mean, you really do want to play that out, especially. I mean, if I was on RIT side, I'd really want to finish that game out. And I mean, tensions were really high, and it's just really unexpected to see. Very scary.
Name him Gary. Gary? Not a bad, because I'm a SpongeBob fan. Listen,
valid. SpongeBob, so valid.
I grew up watching SpongeBob. Is my favorite, near and dear to my heart. So Gary is a very good option. Oh, and Hammy, named after our Academy GC player Hannah, aka Hammy. So a lot of we're looking at a lot of naming after people. That's a trend I'm seeing. Let's see. Can we have our creative juices flowing here? Just let's get more ideas and let's take a look at the players who are also just trying to stall for time a little bit. I heard Savani and Trey saying that they want to rewatch some of their VOD reviews, rewatch some parts of the stream, and because they're as soon as they get into this game, God knows when they are gonna get into this game, but it's gonna be a intensive round,
locking back in.
And I think we are in the players right now, just to give you another live update, they're in the game. Everyone's in the lobby, both from RIT and from UMD. We're just waiting on manually entering everything back into the lobby. That is what this delay is.
I'm so surprised that we're able to do that, because I mean, I don't think Valorant has any like replay system like embedded the way like Overwatch has like a replay system where you can like go and observe each person's like POV and everything like that, you know? I mean, I think somebody in chat said they wanted to name the turtle Dusty. Specifically Dusty XO,
Guys.
Dusty's gamer tag.
Guys, we gotta stop with like, that's very noble. It's very noble, like nominating people, but like this turtle has to have its own identity, okay? Like what we gotta come up with like a unique name for this turtle.
I mean, not unless Dusty can do some backflips the way our turtle friend can. I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, if we're on the players, I guess like let's see. Let's do like an academy person. I'm gonna say Salamander. I don't know if he's watching, but probably not. But I think Salamander would be pretty funny too. I mean, a turtle named Salamander.
That would be funny. Okay,
Yeah.
I think director CJ has something cooking up, and he's playing a game called Hades right now. If you guys have heard of that game, I have not played this game.
I don't think I've just heard maybe, but
so we are gonna watch some Hades gameplay as somebody also suggests to name the turtle CJ. Y'all, what did I say?
So lit.
Okay, so we got CJ running it on Hades. I have no idea how this game works, but we will figure it out together.
I mean, he's running from the bull guy chasing him down. I mean,
oh, okay. CJ did take a little hit, but he's there. And it looks like League to me. Okay, listen.
Just a little bit of League.
Listen, I do not partake in League. However, this is what I have seen League looking like.
I mean, clearly CJ's getting eaten up by this bull. I mean, look at his health bar at the bottom left down here. Come on, CJ, lock in. Oh. I mean, wow. I'm wondering, like, I mean, what a beautifully made game. I mean, look
Actually,
at this.
It does look really pretty.
This is pretty good. That bull, I mean, I don't know what the heck just happened, but the bull left. And in the name of Hades, I guess CJ was locked.
Okay, I think CJ should buy Deadly Flourish.
I agree. 20% chance to deal crit damage. I mean, hey, let's go.
Okay, I just saw a name suggestion. Shout out my dad. ET Esport Terp. What do we think?
Oh my god, that's
what do
so
we think?
goated.
Like, I'm a little biased because that's my dad, but like, what do you guys think?
Oh my goodness. Wow. That was so lit. I love that.
That is so funny. So we have CJ shredding it up on Hades. Is this not League? I'm sorry. Like, is that insensitive? But, like,
no, but I'm gonna be so honest. Like, CJ could be doing nothing and we could just be casting it. And like, I mean, it looks like he's doing stuff, all this damage and stuff. I mean, okay, 50. Was that crit? CJ, like, I mean, your health bar is pretty low, but wow, I mean,
wow. Okay, so I think this is League influence. Honestly, what isn't League influenced?
I mean,
okay, what should CJ buy next? Let's take a look.
Nail of Talos. I mean, additional 50% damage to armor. I mean, I don't know. I mean, CJ, what are we thinking? Like 20% movement speed?
Okay. Eye of Lamia it is. CJ has spoken.
For extra health. I mean, whatever works.
Somebody says, don't compare this to the amazing game of League. I said, listen, I know it's insensitive. I know. I don't play League. I don't know how that works. However, like the movement, I don't know.
I mean, clearly, CJ looks like what? He's going to go jungle right now? Come on, guys. Like, this is pretty League coded to us.
Okay, so CJ wants us to let you know that he's playing on 12 Heat, which is a hard part of the game. So CJ does not mess around. when it comes to Hades at all. I see his Discord status quite often on this game, so I know he is committed to bringing us the best possible gameplay as we are waiting for all those details to be re-entered.
I mean, it looks pretty intense, pretty crazy. Like, there's just so much happening right now. I mean, what are these, like, minions running towards him? And, like, CJ's just hitting combos clearly. I mean, look at him go, getting them in, like, 3 hits maybe? Like, wow, I guess. I mean, what is that kit? I'm assuming that's his kit there on the left side of the screen. Are those all of your buffs, CJ?
Okay, another decision. We're faced with another decision. Let's read this. You cast. Cast. That's like what we do, right? It's like maybe we should pick that one. Okay. I don't know what any of this means.
Attack and special are stronger.
Okay. Maybe we should go with the purple then, because it has the word cast in it and it's on brand.
Yeah.
And
Lily's hair is purple.
Oh my god, my hair is purple.
Technically.
So let's go with that one.
It's a rite of passage, clearly.
Okay, we have decided. We are making some waves. Oh. Okay, the game is not back on. False alarm. We thought it was for a split second. Take the gold, CJ. That is the obvious. Oh, there was pomegranate on the other side?
What?
I made a bad decision.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. What is Those look like those little, like, mouth things that you wind up you get from the dentist and they, like, chomp away.
Oh, what?
I mean, CJ, I wish we could get more context on this amazing Hades game that is not League, clearly. But,
okay.
I mean, a game based on Greek mythology here. I mean, this is crazy. Fighting against Hades. I mean, if anybody wants any spoilers, you fight against Hades, apparently. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought? I mean, CJ, wow, health is getting pretty low there in the bottom left. I mean, the screen's starting to turn a little red. Lock in, CJ. Wow.
Okay, well, good thing we chose the purple thing, because that just saved CJ's life, apparently. And now he is still alive with 17 HP.
CJ locked in.
Oh.
Whoa. He locked.
Wait, are there emotes in
Excellent.
this game? Okay, apparently there's not emotes in this game, which is kind of lame.
If you ask us.
Wait, they should add emotes to Valorant.
You know, they really should. I think the closest thing to an emote on Valorant is like the dance thing. When you die to the dance gun.
Oh,
yeah.
Low key, like it's not even that like bad when I die to one, because it's just like I do a little.
Yeah, you do a little 1-2. Yeah, 1-2 step.
Okay,
yeah.
What are we picking? After party, strong drink, positive outlook. Okay, or we can re-roll.
Yeah, let's be. I mean, after party.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
I was looking. Okay, wait. After party it is. After party, it is.
That's a Don Toliver song, guys.
That you're so right.
After party, I mean.
Okay,
we pull up. I mean, this looks like a training range. CJ, what's going on here? Like, what's. Wow, we're about to go and fight the bull again. Let's hope CJ doesn't die this time. I mean, wow, look at this art style.
Dang.
Crazy. Fighting with 48 HP, by the way.
Wait, this is so chaotic.
Wow. Are those 2 Greek gods you're fighting against, CJ? The Minotaur and Theseus? Oh, I mean, Greek mythology, the Minotaur. Wow.
Okay. So, CJ died, but he's back.
A life lost.
Oh, you have multiple lives in this game.
In the words of CJ.
CJ's still fighting. This game is very chaotic.
It's just going. I mean, he has 29 HP right now. 10 HP. He might lose this yet again. Another life lost. Oh, no. Actually, no. I mean, what more is there to do? I mean, CJ, you following around the perimeter is a pretty good strat here. Trying to get from the movement, but unfortunately he died twice again. CJ has 1 more life. Let's lock in here. At least his movement's crazy.
Man, these games are chaotic. Like, people say Valorant's chaotic. And it is sometimes. I'll give it that. But, like, Overwatch.
Also chaotic.
Overwatch is way more chaotic. So is League, I feel like. Like, I don't know. Like, story games like this, like, these, like, literally what is happening
like,
right now?
I can't. I mean, CJ 22 and 36 right now. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I mean, he got one of them out. He got the bull down. He just has one more Greek god to fight against. I mean, he's just throwing like these projectiles at you, and you just gotta like, I guess, just dodge them in a timely manner. And it's just, he's just going around the perimeter. He's doing your strat, CJ, running around the perimeter. My goodness.
You can't let him beat you at your own game, CJ.
I'm saying. Wow. Very fast paced. All I hear is clicks in our... Wow.
No. Okay, CJ's last life. He's gotta win against this dude.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's like Baby Diva.
Okay.
Oh my, it's literally like over. It's like Baby Diva.
Okay.
Like, okay. Well,
he's out of his mech.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, can he get his mech back? Who knows? I mean, if he gets enough damage on CJ, perhaps. But this looks like it's his final form. I mean, he gets the kill. I mean, wow.
CJ has done the impossible. I don't know.
Heroes vanquished.
I don't know what that means in this game,
Yes.
but CJ has done it.
I mean, wow. This is amazing. 10 out of 10.
Just an update. We are still entering in all the information into the game. That is, hey, we knew this was going to be a long process, but here we are. Yeah, so thanks to CJ, who is giving us a little bit of just content to yap about, but also is keeping an eye on that rebuilding process so we can give you guys updates, because that's why you guys are all here, if you all remember. But just, yeah, we're going to enter in a really crucial part of the game, so keep that in the back of your mind. But hopefully the Terps are staying warm. Maybe they're in the range. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Like, this next round better be, like, really well thought out.
Oh, yeah. I'm walking
knows,
in.
Like, everyone knows, like, what the other guns the other team's gonna have. The other money.
Yeah,
like,
it's really high anticipation here. Here we go. CJ again. Running back Hades. I mean, where are we? Like, this looks like hell in some kind of way. I mean, it is Hades after all, but, like... Oh, my God. Is that Cerberus?
Oh.
Is that what that is? Hell yeah, Cerberus.
Wait. That dog is really cute. Wait, can you pet? Wait,
pet
please.
Cerberus, please.
Wait, can you give him food?
That's our main objective.
Okay. So, okay, CJ's gonna look for food for this three-headed dog so that we can see the dog being pet. So don't worry, everybody.
Oh my goodness. Those look like... Wow. They're satyrs according to CJ. I have no idea what that is. But, I mean, he's killing him. He's beating him up. And, wow. I mean, easy level there for CJ. But no food yet. No food. Oh, my goodness. A big rat.
Hey, I'm from Baltimore. Big rats don't scare me. Do they scare you, CJ? CJ says no. So we got this. Okay, CJ, rat eliminated. Moving on.
Let's freaking go. Okay. Wow, that was a quick level. I mean, that was only like a few seconds in that one.
Okay, more mice slash Beyblade. Okay, anyway, now CJ is still chugging through, trying to find food for his beloved dog.
I mean, it's just, I mean, we're trying to speed run this clearly. These dogs are hungry. They're Cerberus it's Cerberus. 3-headed dog, by the way. I mean, look at CJ go. Getting those little crystal geode looking things. I mean, they're like little laser things. I have a question, CJ. What is that little tree there in the bottom right corner? I mean, does that just grant you anything, or it's just hanging out?
It looks like a magical tree.
Yeah, it's just bathing in like that little magic thing, I guess. I don't know.
Oh. Okay, CJ is fending off the poison that he was delivered. Still trying to get food for this dog. And we are still trying to rebuild this Valorant match. Yeah, we are actively working on this. We're actively working. So yeah, I wonder what the Terps are doing right now. They've just gotta be.
Do we ever get the food?
Oh.
Gasp.
Wait,
Wow.
there's fishing in this game. Everybody, pay attention. Fishing is the best mechanic in any game, hands down. Stardew Valley, Minecraft. I will be fishing. I will be fishing.
I mean, you never know what you'll get. Hopefully we can get food for these dogs, CJ. I mean, they're looking hungry. I'm hungry. Like,
I know my poor cat at home. Oh, it's hungry. Just kidding. But okay, we're gonna oh fish cat. Okay,
a gup.
Gup. What is?
Okay, it's like a tadpole.
Okay, wait. Can you feed the dog your fish? Okay, we're gonna see if we can feed the dog the fish. Nope, the dog does not accept the fish.
I mean, those are pretty big dogs. I don't think a gup would suffice, CJ. I think we gotta fish more, or at least go through those chambers yet again. I mean, or we can buy power-ups, actually. What an interesting game. Very versatile.
Okay, trident or heart.
Hearts?
The heart is a lot cuter because
Yeah.
it's pink and it's a heart. So
cute.
I'm gonna say the heart is what CJ should pick here. Okay, what do we think? Ooh, these kind of are some aura names.
Aura names.
Wave of Despair. Or
I mean, inflict weak life affirmation. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what these mean, CJ. I'm just looking at the icons at this point.
That's what I'm saying.
know?
I think the cutest icon, low-key Wave of Despair. Look at
I agree.
that.
I
Look
agree.
at that. Okay, we're gonna
That's pretty
pick
good.
Wave of Despair, just for style points purely.
Just aura farming. CJ's aura farming here.
Okay, pomegranate. I think we should go for the
Yes,
pomegranate
the
because
pom.
pomegranate is an amazing fruit.
Rats! The rats!
They're back. I'm home. No. So CJ's fighting off the rats yet again, and
just beats them up, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
CJ's not playing around.
Wow. I mean, how else are you? You know, your movement's pretty intense, CJ. I wonder if this is just movements controlled by your clicking or like WASD. Like, what's happening here? Wow. CJ says it's better to play on controller, but movement is WASD. That's crazy movement here. I mean, there's still no food for the dogs, though.
Yeah. What? Wait, can you feed the dog the pomegranate? Or no?
OMG.
Oh, okay. Okay, different.
Different league looks cute.
That's why I think because it's giving pink and it's
Yeah.
CJ probably is like so frustrated. Yeah, let's go with that one. Guys, never mind. I thought we had some breaking news, but 5 minutes until Valorant is ready. You can count that on your hand. That is exciting. Man, we're gonna have to like warm up back to this game again. I feel like we're in such a different. Yeah, okay. We're gonna feed the dog. Everybody, this is a big moment. Almost as big as if we got into the match. Okay. He accepts the food.
Okay.
Wait,
Foul
is that it?
offering, by the way. Oh.
What happened to the dog?
They just left dog hair and called it a day. Is that dog hair or is that blood, CJ? It's dog hair. That's it. That was so underwhelming.
Where did the dog go?
Wow.
Okay, well, it appears as the dog has just moved out of the way to let CJ take on the final boss.
I wonder who it is. I wonder.
Guys, this is the moment everyone's been waiting for. Here we are. Oh, what a storyline.
Who is that?
Nice out here. Let's like, it's kind of nice out here.
Whoa, Hades.
No matter how often you defeat me, I shall face you here.
Oh my god, cloak off and all. He's just styling on us right now.
Oh, dang.
Well, I mean, you're getting a lot of damage on him, CJ. I mean, a decent amount of damage at that. Wow.
Okay. Wait, you only have 1 life? That's kind of crazy. Or 2 lives.
224 out of 390 right now for your health, CJ. Look at you, movement god over here, clearly. Wow.
Okay, CJ, fighting. Final boss.
Fighting. Hades. Fighting. I mean, you're just running away, trying to catch him lacking. I mean, he has a big, what is that, sphere? Like sword thing? He just pushes into the ground. Oh my goodness, he's like recalling. That's a league thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He hit B to
Hater's
recall.
gonna say it's not league, but it looks a lot like. Anyway, but CJ is still fighting the final boss.
I mean, almost at half. Well, almost at half health here, Hades. I mean, are those like little minions he brings out? Those little things of dust?
Minions, guys, come on.
Literally, league.
Guys, come on.
Can you get the enemy turrets out too while you're at it, CJ? Come on now. Wow.
Okay, so final boss is invisible. Was invisible, is now back. And it's like half HP. CJ's making a dent here.
I mean, pretty good on your health. I mean, stamina seems to be... Oh, whoa. Whoa. Wow.
Okay, apparently our expert insight, CJ, has said that this is like he's not doing well, but I think he's doing great, personally.
Whoa.
Oh, okay,
Whoa.
apparently that's CJ's that's CJ's in-game girlfriend.
Whoa. Coming in to help.
Okay, apparently there's gonna be pink butterflies, which I am very excited about
They
personally.
look so cute.
But apparently CJ said that the butterflies might be it for him. But look how pretty they are!
I mean, they're so cute.
Okay,
Whoa.
CJ's down to his very last bit of HP.
I mean, at least, the butterflies are still there, but they're so cute. I just can't take my eyes off of them.
They are really cute.
They are. I mean, gosh.
Oh, they do so much damage. Anyway, okay, so CJ has to like dodge around the butterflies and then like still keep an eye on killing this boss.
I mean, he's almost done. Hades is almost dead. It's just getting these little gray minion thingies out of the way along with the ball of butterflies. Like, go CJ.
Okay, like I feel like you could do this. Oh, not with that. But before that,
oh, oh,
no,
there's no escape.
Wait, that's actually a cool, like, little animation. Anyway, R.I.P. But
poor CJ, man.
Hopefully,
GG go next. I mean,
GG go next.
Run it back, I guess.
But hopefully we're clicking the buttons. We're entering the scores.
Getting it
we're
going.
Getting this Valorant match set up. But we are still in a hold. Oh my god. Somebody made a Minions reference.
We steal the moon.
Yes. Oh, did you hear? This is very off topic. There's a new Shrek movie coming.
Yes. What are your thoughts? Shrek 5. It's like, I mean,
it's like I'm excited, but it's so uncanny. I saw this TikTok and it really deeply resonated. Apparently, like their eyes are too close. Yeah. Like it just like their face looks like really off. I don't know.
I mean, they reworked the animation apparently, but it's like, why would you do that? Shrek is so iconic for its like, funny looking styles and whatnot. But apparently, Zendaya's their kid. Zendaya's their daughter, voice acting as their daughter. Yeah. Who would have thought?
Strange. I hope it's a good movie because there's like a lot. Because Shrek, unpopular opinion, I feel like the Shrek movies did not go as downhill as a lot of movies tend to do when there's like 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. There's already so many Shrek movies. I feel like they could have capped it at 4. There wasn't really a need. But hey, I mean, Shrek 5, guys. I mean, how about the Minecraft movie? How do we feel about that?
Minecraft is a game that's very like near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
And I do not like this like
Jack Black.
or this like gen alphafication of Minecraft. If that makes sense. Like I feel like it's becoming very like not the beauty of the game is being taken away by like Jack Black, the Kung Fu Panda.
I feel like it's all for the memes, obviously, Jack Black being Steve, for the memes, but like people were saying it's like a kid-friendly Jumanji.
As a 21-year-old adult, enough of these kids movies, because like the FNAF movie, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, needed to be way more scarier than it was.
Most definitely.
And it was devastating when it came out. It was PG-13.
Yeah, especially with the lore. The FNAF lore runs deep. I mean, they did have some good like cameos there. I know like Matt Pat was in there. Who was the guy who was Shaggy?
From Scream, or he wasn't Scream too, but he was
horror movie god. Clearly, he was what was he? He was like William Afton. Yeah. I mean, was it William Afton? Is that the name? Purple guy? I don't know. Springtrap, whatever. FNAF lore runs deep. I would never understand, but I feel like live action movies should not be like these iconic things. Like, I don't know. It's not needed.
They're too like it wasn't a horror movie and it was a horror game. I don't know that. I could rant more on a while. I could go on about that. But they're making a FNAF movie too, apparently.
Off of the movie they made.
Yeah, they're making a second movie, and it's gonna have Puppet. Puppet is my favorite.
Okay,
Puppet is my favorite FNAF character.
Okay, I mean, wait, what game is it supposed to reference?
It's like out of order because like Vanessa was not supposed to be in movie number 1.
Vanessa
not supposed to be in movie number.
She wasn't.
So it's like way out of order. But if I had to guess, I think it would be like the second and third games.
Oh, interesting. I mean, like, what was it? The second game was what, when the place burned down or something? Or is that 3?
It was Springtrap was the second.
Yeah, I mean, Vanessa, whoever Vanessa, like.
Oh goodness.
Whatever.
Guys, I think we're gonna have visitors coming in the studio.
OMG.
Not to alarm anybody.
I'm excited.
I think they're debating who gets thrown in here.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome.
OMG.
If you guys recognize, this is Savani. Savani is our duelist for the GC Premier team, and she is the one who was getting all those kills. She was just popping off on Lotus. Almost at 30. We're almost at 30 kills.
Oh, yeah. 20-something, right? Oh, my gosh. You're insane.
CJ was playing Hades for a lot of it. So,
Hades.
Are you guys are still remaking?
Yeah, I think Hayden is trying to put the game stuff in, and he's almost done.
Okay, apparently our game is gonna come back soon. And Savani was doing a great job. And hey, tell us about that ace.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So somehow they team flashed themselves, so I got lucky and I just like killed them. And then that cobalt scared me. I really thought they were gonna defuse. I guess I got lucky. I don't know. No, it's all skill.
Yeah, no. You did so well, and that is a Twitter clip and a half because you guys do really well on Pearl. Like, right? Like, was that your map pick or no?
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's bring in the manager. Let's bring in the GC Premier manager. Mr. Ryan, who has been in the booth before.
Hello.
And he is back again.
Mr. Manager.
Hello.
Any words? Any words?
Any words? I have a favorite word. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
What is it?
You said you had a favorite word.
Serendipitous.
Serendipitous. Serendipitous is Ryan's favorite word.
Can you put it in a sentence?
No.
He says no, he cannot put it in a sentence. How do you feel heading into a very like off the bat tense round as soon as you get back from this long break?
Oh my goodness, this game is so funny. I mean, for the memes, guys. Clearly, I'm wondering if this is CJ playing, because CJ, you suck. Oh,
what?
Don't fall back down,
Wait,
CJ.
I am
don't.
not familiar with this lore. What is this game?
So basically, like, the controls are really finicky, like, on purpose, and you're just trying to get to the top of the mountain, and, like, that's really about it, right? I forgot the name of this game.
The game is called Getting Over It.
Yeah, Getting Over It is the name.
Okay.
And CJ is still at the bottom here. I'm assuming it's CJ. I mean, okay.
Wait, this is hilarious. How does he fit in there?
Very true.
Wait, that's like a lot of upper arm strength. I'm like analyzing the physics of this game as if it's actually like a game, like real life. But anyway. Oh no.
Wow, I mean, I think it's controlled with the mouse movement more so than buttons. That must be so insane.
Wait, that's so difficult.
Oh my goodness.
That's so difficult.
Let's get some Osu players on this game.
Wait, I want to play Osu.
Somebody cue some Osu in here, you know?
Oh no.
Wow, is there like water in like the tub he's in? There's like little particles falling out? Is that what's weighing him down?
Well, wait, who sat at like a desk in like a video game company and was like, guys, I have a great idea for a game. Like, hear me out. Guy in bucket with axe.
With the worst movement ever. Climbing up a mountain. Wow.
Okay, so is this CJ who's doing?
I mean, it's going.
Okay, it is CJ.
Of course it is.
CJ is. Wait, can we get Goat Simulator?
Oh yeah.
In the studio.
Just a variety stream tonight.
I love that game.
Oh, CJ, this is not your game. You've been stuck on that house part for a little bit here.
CJ, I believe in you. Okay, house.
Let's go.
Okay, because you know how you had a little bit of momentum going up initially? I think you need to like whip around and yeah, like that. Then you know?
Physics queen, by the way.
Oops.
True physics here.
Okay, yeah. So you gotta like. Oh,
where's Coach Physics?
Where's Coach Physics? Okay, yeah. But that's like the right idea. I feel like, you know.
I mean, your execution is just
right. Okay, and then like you have a little bit of air there, right?
Ooh.
Like a little pop. Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
He was at the same spot 3 minutes ago.
Wow.
Okay. We are still working on this round. This is such a silly game.
Log in, CJ. Come on.
Like that's definitely the idea. Like, you know.
Oh wow.
Oh, they're calling you out. They're calling. Wait, I bet you have to have like really high sensitivity to be good at this.
Oh yeah. What's that DPI on the mouse? Like. Oh.
No.
Wow. Well.
Oh, and just the. Oh.
Wow. You got it, CJ.
Okay, CJ. But
oh my god.
Oh.
We're soon to be done.
Oh, okay. Apparently they're starting soon, and I know I said that before, but like people just telling me that they're starting soon, and I'm just relaying the message, okay? But so we are still here for Valorant.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody forget that. But CJ's slaying this this game, whatever this game could be defined as.
It's picking up. I mean, it's getting tighter spaces. I mean, you have more variety. You can either bounce off of the other rock to climb up. There's a trash can in the corner. I mean, CJ's really analyzing this.
Okay, what do we think? Yeah.
Okay.
No. Okay, so then what? Oh.
Oh, no, CJ.
Okay, well, now oh, okay, I was going to say you're just flailing your arms around, but it worked out. Oh. Like that was the right idea, no?
The water is killing me. Oh. Some momentum there.
Okay. Man.
You know, you should really play like Bus Simulator, CJ, where you're like,
Okay,
you're
he did
crazy.
it. He did it. No one freak out. I'm not freaking out. Oh! Yes!
No. Oh my gosh, you're so still. Like he's so slow.
Don't freak out. 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 Nobody freak out. Okay.
Let's go. The arms on this guy is insane. Like his range of motion is like crazy.
Okay. Wait, we're in a very tight corner. The precision.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Guys!
Whoa.
Guys! This is not a drill!
Lock in, everybody.
Here we are. Here we are. Map number 2 point. So this could go to a map 3 if it does go that way. But oh my goodness. Okay. So everyone has the same
intense.
Yeah,
Wow.
creds, alt orbs, everything.
Wow.
Here we are. I think they're still trying to plug some things in, but just to get a look at, you know, how the scoreboard, how the buys are looking.
I mean, their Fade's still holding on to that Odin pick, and now we have the Jet going with an op pick this round. I mean, what more is there to do? This is so intense. Terps really have to play it smart. I mean, this buy is interesting so far.
Yeah, okay, so we're still in a waiting period, but man, if that operator is actually an operator buy,
oh yeah,
that there has not been an operator used, I want to say, in this series. There wasn't on Pearl, and there hasn't been on Lotus so far, so that would be just unexpected, and I wonder where it's gonna be positioned. If I had to guess, A-Long probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, nowhere else to be placed, honestly. I mean, most strategic way is through A-Long, and I saw like a shorty there.
Yeah.
So a lot of movement's gonna be happening, I believe, with the Jet, right? Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Interesting to see, to say the least. I love that spray.
I regret not getting that spray every day. Every day.
No, use your Kingdom credits.
Yeah.
I haven't used my Kingdom credits. I think I just like unlocked someone. Who did I unlock? Deadlock or something. Yeah. Wow. And what is that? Is that the Kuronami knife?
Yes.
Is that Kuronami? That amazing, beautiful bundle. 10 out of 10. Wish I bought. Oh my goodness.
No, I got the Vandal
with the rain too, right?
Yes,
oh,
it's so aura. It's so aura.
OMG. Is that your go-to skin, perhaps?
No, I forget what it's called. It's like it's the one with like the little like the bunny. It's like pink and it has like a little Ivory dream. Or
yes.
Favorite
I love the
skin.
ghost.
The ghost is so
the little
cute.
animals just flying around. Oh my gosh.
That is my favorite skin.
What a beautiful bundle. Oh my gosh, I haven't bought a bundle since I bought the Glitch Pop 2 bundle where it had like the axe and stuff. My go-to.
Yeah.
Every freaking time. But like Glitch Pop, not as a Phantom though. Too light of a Phantom. You know, like you know how you can feel if a gun is really heavy based on the skin. Like Prime Vandals, too light.
Yeah, it's
for
like
me.
no, I feel like Private Vandal like heavy like for me in my
compared to like Reaver maybe.
Yeah, you might Reaver's like heavier. Reaver's heavier.
Yeah, and then don't get us started with the dragon one.
That one is so
It's
funny.
And
whoever invented that knife.
Oh my
no,
gosh.
no more working at Riot.
No,
please. I hate that knife.
Give that to me, please. Give me that job.
Yeah, like oh my god, the toenail knife. It's so bad.
Put me on, Riot.
Bear with us. Still, we're still trying to work through things, guys. Like we're sorry for the delay, but
we've gotten far, to say the least. We've gotten pretty far.
Yeah, because everyone's gotten their creds and their I don't know what I'm not 100% sure like what the delay is. Like now I'm sure it's still a matter of like it's just like, you know, getting everyone, like, because we had some tech
Situated.
issues throughout the whole
Yeah.
like series too. So on both sides here in the studio, but also for RIT, they were having their own tech issues. They had to tech pause at a certain point, and this whole thing started as a tech issue, right? So it's like so many obstacles.
Yeah, I mean, but we're getting there. At least we're better than we were 30 minutes ago while CJ was playing Hades. So we're so up, guys.
One can hope. One can hope.
So up.
I mean, we have to go back to Hades.
We might have to. Not the man in a cauldron game though. Not that. I mean, wow. If we're putting in orders here in the chat, I mean, can I get something to? Can I get some eats as well?
Oh,
perhaps. I mean,
what is even open at midnight anymore?
The Subway here is open.
Oh, you're so
24
right.
hours.
I love that. So if you guys, okay, those who are not familiar with the UMD campus, very close to where we host our broadcast from, there is a 24-hour Subway, and there's actually a whole host of restaurants down there.
Yeah.
And man, I love those restaurants. It's
I
like,
mean, yeah. I mean, what else is open this late? What is it? It's like 11. There's Wawa. Gotta bust down a Wawa milkshake. I love Wawa. Like anything from Wawa. CJ in our ears right now is saying the same thing. Wawa. I mean,
I haven't like had the Wawa food. I'm a Royal Farms girly.
Oh, valid. Okay, no, valid. No, Royal Farms for their chicken. 10 out of 10.
The chicken. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The chicken is so good. Okay.
Wow.
Honestly, how do you feel about Sheets? Because
Sheets.
The last time I had Sheets, we were in our Big Ten land at Ohio, in Ohio State.
Whoa, okay, travel.
And oh my god, it wasn't the best.
It's because you were in Ohio.
Yeah, I think that's why. It was like, yeah. So
down in Ohio. I mean.
I think my stomach at that point was like, no more fried chicken. Because there's a Cane's, and like we don't really have Cane's like too popular. Like it's not like too many of them, right? Like here. So everyone was like really excited for the Cane's, and man.
Yeah, I mean, apparently there's a Cane's getting built near the new Shake Shack around here.
Yeah, that's what I heard, but like when? Because like I heard that last year, and then like
still waiting.
Already
had the green turtle built, the honey pig.
Yes, the green turtle and the honey pig. Oh my gosh, I want to go to that honey pig so bad.
Good. It's so good there. You should. Man, I mean, still here on a pause. You know, not quite sure what we're waiting on. You know, don't kill us. Don't kill the messengers. I mean, yeah, guys.
We just be waiting.
Just hanging
out.
out.
We're just like y'all.
Just yapping.
We're just like y'all. We'll just be waiting.
Yeah.
So we are. It's like I'm not even gonna say it anymore. Like this is the last time I'll say it. We'll hopefully be back soon. Like there. Like I'm. So Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll hopefully be back soon. Someone says free them.
We're professional yappers. I mean,
hey.
Yeah.
I signed. I'm here to yap, and we're barred into Studio C. There's like a wood like panel blocking the door, so we can't get out.
And the chair's like pushed up against the door handle and everything. I mean,
yeah, and it's like actually like there's like metal like welding like the door, so like we're like stuck. So
I mean, just it's like we're playing Siege right now too, just boarding up the door and everything, every entryway. I mean, if you listen closely, you can hear our chairs chained down to the ground right now. I mean, free us, for real, guys. Hashtag need that. Hashtag free us.
Yeah, I see. Shout out Erica. She's talking about our Sheets dinner, which she was a part of. But yeah, CJ agrees with Erica. CJ is a Sheets guy all the way through.
I don't know. Sheets is like, I felt like they were just good for their gas or something. Like going as just for the gas station, but like in Wawa, just strut into a Wawa, go to the little order screen, and strut
into a Wawa. We'll be doing.
Goodness, I'm gonna need that. Hashtag need that after this Awawa run to free us. You know, maybe CJ can. It's on CJ tonight.
I think it's on the internet tonight. The technical difficulties.
Oh yeah,
tonight that
I
have
mean,
kept us here.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, guys, I think I'm like locked in here even more. Like.
Okay, so. Okay, we're starting. Guys, listen. Everybody.
Lock in.
I think we're starting. I think. Because everybody's saying R in the chat, and that's usually a very. Oh my god, the timer. Okay. Guys.
I've never been so happy to see an Odin.
Okay, no funny business anymore. Okay, we are
Lock in,
here. Everybody, prepare. This is a crucial round. Can confirm. I love gas station chicken. Anyway, here we are. In a crucial round, a must-win round for the Terps. They have 2 ultimates on their side. How are they going to play out this crucial attack? It looks like they're going to place their bets towards C-Mound. Able to avoid getting shot by that operator. That's huge because they know where that operator is positioned now, and now they can work around it. Savani going to use her Ray's ultimate to try and hunt down this operator. She's not going to see it though. They're hiding from Savani's ultimate. Instead, she's forced to fight in the smoke and she gets killed. But the Terps have followed in behind her and taken advantage of the space that she's created and have found their way comfortably on this C site. Tracy's gonna use that Fade ultimate to try and make things even more difficult for RIT's attack. Davy Jones found a pick, and surprised she didn't find more, but the Odin is coming in from Waterfall that she's got to be aware of. It finds Trace.
Oh my goodness, Davy Jones using all that. Oh wow, 3 of them from RIT, and the Odin gets Carrots. Unfortunately, with Soap holding out their exits, and that Op is still trying to go. Gets that jet kill, but they haven't quite defused yet, and they're trying to stick it right now. Soap picks up the Odin. Wow, gets the kill. Oh, no! Defenders win. So close,
guys.
All that for 1 round.
This is probably the first time I've ever been speechless on Terps Esports stream.
Wow.
We need a well-deserved break right now, okay? So we're gonna take a commercial break and we are going to reconvene. Just don't go anywhere, okay? We'll catch you guys right after this break.
Whether you're a new publisher or app developer, or if you've been around the block for a little while and you have your own ad ops team, Playwire is developing the solutions and products that are perfect for you.
RAMP stands for Revenue Amplification Management Platform. But really what it does, it helps you make more money per user, and it helps you simplify your business so you can just focus on what matters, which is making great content. So if you think about today's ecosystem, there's so many different pieces to run an ad tech platform.
RAMP brings the entire ad ecosystem under one umbrella. Everything from centralized ad unit creation to piping in those demand sources. We layer on a DMP, and we take care of your data privacy and consent management for you as well. We tie all of that together with robust analytics.
Playwire really offers our publishers 2 different models at this point. We've got the full service model where we come in and we cover everything. And there's now our new self-service model where you can come in and you can say, I just want Playwire to take care of some of these things for me. Another thing that we've had a lot of partners do with us in the past is say, hey, maybe I have a few of my own direct campaigns that I want to run. Or I've even got an ad ops team. I don't know whether Playwire is right for me because those people are doing a good job. We don't want to displace them in favor of Playwire. That's fine. We're happy to bring all the technology that we've put out there, but use it with your own team and with your own ad stack. What does that mean for you as a publisher? It means that you get to leverage all of the revenue maximization technology that we've got in place and still have all of the capabilities and all of the demand partners that you're used to working with. You can have your cake and you can eat it too.
We actually do things at such scale, right? We're serving 70 billion ads a month at this point. That's a huge benefit that we're passing on to the publisher.
Revenue intelligence marries human intelligence with machine intelligence. At its core, revenue intelligence is about taking all the demand that you're already getting and getting more out of it. We want to make it so that you're getting 10% more from your ad inventory without even worrying about who the advertisers are. It's based on us going in and understanding what are the places where we can put additional price pressure on. There's all sorts of situations like this where you can eke out little benefits and add them all up. You're quickly at a point where you are getting that 10, 15, 20% uplift on your revenue without having made any changes in who's actually doing the advertising.
Our DMP is built from the ground up to work in a cookieless environment and not use cookies to basically store, user behavior or anything like that. And it's built right into the RAMP platform.
We can tell advertisers information about user interests, but also user behavior, do it on a massive scale, do it in that real-time way that we also do with our revenue intelligence capabilities, and also do it in a way where we can leverage the size of our network. We're trying to do everything that we can to show you every step of the process of getting an ad onto the page. That means that we've got much richer charts and graphs, a lot more ability to look at a piece of information and drill down on it, answer that question that maybe you didn't even know that you were asking. We're trying to make you think differently, actually, about your business, about how your business relates to advertising, and reveal all of that through the platform. So analytics are one big piece of it.
It's a constant evolution. We're constantly updating our technology. We're constantly creating the future.
It's a real challenge for publishers these days to navigate advertising technology. It seems like every 6 months there's some new challenge. And at Playwire, we make sure that we take all of that pain away from our publishers so they can focus on their core business of publishing.
Terp Adventures take flight at STAM. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body, feed your mind, feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform, find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete. Play. With wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the Center for Campus Life, where Terp adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
we're gonna be heading into. I'm not even gonna say it. There's going to be a game that's going to happen soon. So I just, I hope everyone's having fun. I hope everyone's sticking around for map number 3 because there's a lot of suspense coming up to this round. Okay, we are going to do a CJ cam, and I'm gonna take a drink of water while we do that. CJ cam.
Hell yeah! Woo! Snaps to CJ. We should have like an intermission thing where like CJ can like play Hades and have like a face cam and a mic. Just
shout out to our production staff working behind the scenes just as late as we are here. So yeah, everyone's putting in a lot of work to make this broadcast work, and yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching and sticking with us this long.
Yeah, I mean, are we still following the maps? I mean, wouldn't that make it Haven? Yeah,
that leaves Haven, if I remember correctly. That does leave Haven, and I do like this Haven pick as our last map pick because this is a very iconic map. It's heavily picked in this just competitive rotation that we have going. What?
Here we go. CJ Cam back into getting over it yet again. But have you really gotten over it? I mean, come on, CJ. This house is
wait,
like,
I thought we were past this level. Oh, it's no problem for CJ. No problem.
Clearly. Wow. His tube might get him.
Okay, CJ has clearly learned the ways of this map. Oh, still.
Oh, slow it down, CJ.
Oh, that's awkward. It's okay. Okay, we're back into the game.
Back.
We have a Reina pick. Not really surprised anymore from these kind of out-of-pocket compositions that our RIT's been running. They ran a Yoru earlier if y'all were here for map number 1. And so the Reina pick does not surprise me. And what also doesn't surprise me is UMD's pick right now.
I mean, it's pretty, it's pretty generic, GC Premier Team picks here. I mean, RIT likes to go double duelist here. I mean, one just a dive and then, a Reina just to help support from behind, but they both have Cypher picks as well, along with Sova as well. I mean, I don't believe we've seen a Sova play on RIT side. I'm wondering if they're just as crazy as Trace is on Sova. So
yeah, I mean, hey, to highlight a few of our players, Savani, Davy Jones, you've heard their names many times throughout this series, and you're gonna hear them again because they have just been so good for the side of the Terps. And Savani on that comfort pick on Jet. It's going to continue to be good. I would love to see an op out of her at some point.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, who knows how this will go? Like, I'm honestly still trying to take in last map.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of that was just a lot of back and forth for the Terps and RIT, and then just with that whole tech thing, but it's okay. We're on a new map now, kind of starting fresh in a way, but, I mean, with 3 different sites, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I mean, isn't Haven more of like is it like an attackers sided map?
Yeah, I think it's more attack sided because there's 3 different site options. So there's a lot more ground to cover on the defense. Not really like space wise, but just like site wise. Yeah. There's like a lot of different places that this might be planned, a lot of different ways you can hit different sites. And RIT will start this off by flooding into Garage. They've made way onto C site, no problem. But Carrots is trying to fight them off. She's not able to get a pick. Soap is the only one so far who's gotten a pick for the Terps as they start to work out a retake. Davy Jones, what a shot in from CT. What another shot from her. Beautiful work from Davy Jones as Savani and Trace holding hands together in C long and working up through this smoke together.
I mean, they might get pinched. RIT might get pinched here, especially. I mean, Davy Jones goes in with that 3rd kill, gets picked off, but we end up winning the round anyways. Wow, I mean, I'm so glad.
Yeah, what a start.
So glad.
What a start after all of that. Coming in and winning your pistol, that's going to be huge for the momentum of this attack or of this defense that the Terps have got, you know, they gave up C-Site, but they were able to recoup really fast.
Yeah, I mean, RIT really went like super fast, going in through garage straight into C. I mean, like, how else are you supposed to combat that? But I mean, the Terps were able to play retake well with who was it? Savani and Trace going up C long actually, and you know it worked in our favor.
Savani opting to take this A-long fight, not going to make any contact yet, as it does look like RIT is defaulting to start off round number 2. They are up against a heavier buy for the side of UMD as a result of winning that last round. So UMD is just looking to take these fights that are going to go in their favor, not give up any pointless 1v1s yet.
I mean, it's still pretty
Right there.
slowly. I mean, waiting for noise here. RIT is a little hesitant to push, just trying to get as much information as they can before they figure out which site they want to go on. The Sova is slowly walking up and has to hear that Cypher Trip by now. I mean, gets caught in the Cypher Trip, and then also another stun by Davy, and like, wow.
Trace holding down the fort on B site. So is Soap. Soap and Trace each have 2 kills apiece. Make that 3 for Trace. And it's another just solid defensive hold for the Terps.
I think the Terps are ready to just take this home, honestly. Wow, I mean, if we can get that second round in, I mean, only just means we can get that third round in, right? Right when everybody's ready to buy. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how RIT is working on their attack side. I think, at least for me, it feels a little more different than it was on Lotus and Pearl. I mean, maybe it's because it's just Haven. Haven's very attack-sided, but it didn't look like it worked in their favor that last
Scanning
round.
ahead.
Yeah, if they can hold off RIT on the defense, then this map looks very promising for the Terps if things keep going as they have been.
I mean, they also have 2 Sovas and 2 Cyphers. I mean, it's kind of like almost a mirror match in a way, but not. We have Savani here just waiting for some action to be happening. Throwing in that smoke and breaking the Cypher cam is trying to be cheeky with these 2 kills here.
Oh, her positioning. She gets caught off guard there from these 2 players into window, and now RIT is going to be able to flood to Garage, as it looks like now, especially as they find that pick on to Davy Jones. Really, any site here, they have the ability to overwhelm using numbers.
But they do have Spike and Spawn still. I mean, they're either going to run back or get in a site. But, wow, RIT is getting it in, but Trace is getting it in with the 2 picks on that side. They finally pick up Bomb, though. Looks like they're slowly heading down to C as their Reyna is just holding down CT. I mean, C is all clear while Trace is here just trying to get these picks down on B site.
Now Spike is planted. Trace, only half HP, is not expecting that player behind her into mid. So it is going to be around going for RIT. So things are staying pretty level here. But Terps should be able to buy up next round.
I mean, what more was there to do? Wow, actually. Okay.
Op no shields from Savani. It's going to be posted up C long.
I'm ready. I mean, we asked and we shall receive, no? I mean, at least one good pick. I mean, she's gonna hold that really tight corner there. I forget what it's called, but
Revealing area.
Oh, and I'm sad. No one's peeking into Savani. Instead, they're scaling up towards A long and just having numbers potentially ready for a flood into short if that is the play call. But Savani's just probably gonna rotate off of that side, not getting any peeks her way quite yet. Trace, I don't think Trace was able to scan anybody, so I'm not sure if the Terps are super aware of RIT's positioning, but the scan is going to come through, and that will start what will be looking like an A execute.
Savani, the Cypher and Savani might have met some contact there. Here's Trace trying to fight for her life on site, especially with all this util getting thrown in. I mean, what more is there to do? RIT hasn't even pushed in yet, but is really relying on their util with the Clove hiding in that corner. It looks like it's any person's game. I mean, either go wait for the smoke or have that clove throw in that util.
Oh, and the smoke dissipates. Trace backs up and is just waiting to take a fight here. Everyone posted up outside of A with the exception of a lurk from RIT. And now the rotates will come in through this A side. Ray's ultimate use does not get a pick, but Trace hiding in that corner, able to get a pick off of her positioning, but it's this clove who's just trailing down A site, taking down Terps with them. And now the Terps have to retake, but they gotta watch out for this player coming in from B, and Carrots has eyes on that operator still in play for Savani. How will she decide to use it?
I mean, we do have numbers here, 2 to 3, but again, the Terps still have, I mean, Savani here with this op, I'm really waiting for her to at least have somebody run into that crosshair. You know, Carrot, I'm sure Carrot's aware that somebody's hiding in this corner. It's that Reyna on RIT's side. That Reyna's slowly gonna peek through. I'm wondering if they're gonna make contact or if it's just the timing. Carrot gets that kill.
Yeah, great positioning from Carrots. I think Savani's going to be more than happy to save this operator, although Carrots does get picked off. So that's another gun down, but at least all of the RIT players did die to the spike, so Savani will happily take that operator and probably sit back on C long again, but 2 to 2 now, so still a nail biter on our hands.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, like, look at this buy round. Hopefully we can get a thrifty going on from the Terp side. It looks like it's gonna be maybe more towards a C push. They might default yet again. Here goes our turtle on the screen, giving us some support. Hopefully, thank you, Mystery Turtle. Oh wow, the Reyna's jump spotting Savani right now. Savani is ready to hit that shot and dash away.
Yeah, smoke comes in because now that they know that operator's there, they know how to counter it. So Carrots, knowing that, just smoke that angle off and are just buying time for the Terps to reposition here. RIT not counting any sight out yet. Savani looks mid and finds a pick with that operator and runs back to C site. And Savani strikes first.
Trace is, wow, there's so much tensions between this Trace and this Cypher, you know. Thank you, Turtle. That one's for Savani right then and there. Trace is really holding this angle right now. I mean, here goes this Cypher pushing up through Trace's, like, sewers almost on A. You know, I mean, it's very slow right now. It's like, this is a nail biter, most definitely. I'm waiting for some action to happen. You know, it's gonna look like it's a B hit. I mean, they still have 2 players, one on C and the other being on A. That Cypher's really lurking up, but Trace is leaving the site. Soap gets a kill on that raise, but then a clove gets Soap, unfortunately, trading out. We still have numbers here, 3 to 3, and pretty good HP going on.
Yeah, and there's only 30 seconds left. Bomb was posted up C long, but now it looks like they're rotating actually fully towards A site with Trace getting picked off, but Davy Jones responding and getting the spike down with her. And now she's looking into mid, finds the clove, but the clove does kill her. But they are not going to have time to plant this spike. So the Terps will win this round, and Savani, for the 2nd round in a row, holds on to that operator.
You know, what an interesting play there. I mean, like, honestly, I was just waiting for some action, but RIT's really patient, and they're really trying to execute and figure out what is a good way to get onto that site and to clear properly, like clear every site properly as well. But I don't know, I think they need that extra push to finally pick a site and plant that bomb down rather than going a lot of back and forth with their default. Hello, Turtle, welcome back. Thank you. That one again is for Savani with that clutch round.
Man, they just are where Savani, they're just avoiding her. They're avoiding the operator, and it's luck because they're not peeking into that operator at the start of every round. But man, you gotta be frustrated without letting that operator pay off too much yet. But the rest of RIT throwing out just so much utility towards C site, but Carrots holding down to this site with the Omen Flash, only down to 9 HP, forced to TP back to safety behind these boxes. But RIT has not made way towards the C site yet. They're going to throw a Reyna Lear to try and throw the Terps off guard, but this is not a site execute quite yet.
Oh my gosh, Kara is fighting for her life here. That could have been deadly with that raise nade. I mean, RIT was kind of just cooped up down long and like spraying through that smoke, just still wasn't even as effective. I mean, with those Cypher trips and everything, they were able to break the Cypher trips with the Sova darts and get a lot of information out of just that drone. And even with distracting the Terps with that Reyna blind, gave them some advantage to start moving up grass. You know, I mean,
30 seconds left.
The camera was just broken. I mean, it might be a garage push, but it looks like they're really trying to go down B. There is still some Cypher trips there, so I'm wondering if they're going to break that before entering. They did break it, unfortunately. And we have a Sova ult coming in.
12 seconds left. RIT's got to plant soon, and they're going to use that Sova ultimate to help them, but Trace is there with the counter Sova ultimate to stop this plant, but plant does come down, although Trace able to net a kill with that ultimate. Puts things at a 2v3 retake with the operator still in hand for Savani. What a shot by Savani! And she's still playing with this operator, going to pick up a Phantom instead and try and make her way towards the site. This is very winnable considering the Clove's HP.
I mean, I don't know if Savani knows that Reyna's still there, but unfortunately that Reyna did spray through Savani's smoke. I'm assuming she didn't know that Reyna was there, but I mean, hey, we still got some kills with that operator for at least, what, 3 rounds that we had it on us? Yeah.
And that was a really clean shot she had, like almost a no-scope. Yeah, it was just a flick, and wow. But still, despite these things that have gone right for the Terps, they still have not picked up a solid lead here yet.
And it looks like a lot of RIT's strat here is just wait for the last second almost. I mean, it's scaring me. I don't know if they should, or if they're gonna plant, or if they're just gonna execute and get all those kills to win the round.
So RIT just being a little bit more passive towards mid, but aggressive towards this A site. This Reyna is going to be calming to the rest of their team soon that, hey, A is open. It is pretty much undefended on site, but where the defense is coming in is short, where Trace and Savani are there. Trace has a Bucky and does not get that kill. Does a lot of damage, though. Backs up behind her smoke as Trace does get picked up on site. That makes things really difficult, and Savani just gets overwhelmed into A short.
RIT really likes to take tight fights. I mean, they're moving along together as a team here. I mean, Spike is down on A, but they're trying to get as much as they can to clear the site before they plant. I'm assuming the Cypher is going to go ahead and start planting as they do. But two of the Terps are stuck in CT, getting pushed by this Raze kind of. And with this Reyna in hell, it's also starting to push up.
Oh, wow. That Reyna just wreaking havoc on this retake efforts from the Terps with the ace. Oh my goodness. Now, UMD just, you gotta respond. You can't let that ace give RIT the momentum to go on a run here.
I feel like also with that new Reyna ult, didn't they, like, it doesn't expire anymore, does it, right? Exactly. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, how Reyna was in, like, the early Valorant days. Like, she had, like, what, like, 4 Leers or whatever, and, like, some 4, like, healing or whatever, something like that. But, wow, I mean, that was a nice ace. I will give it to RIT. That was a great ace by their Reyna there. I'm hoping that we can finally move back up from this. I mean, that Sova drone always gets to get at least some kind of information on C. Carrots holding C, faking a TP almost, with Soap holding on to Garage through her cam as well.
Yeah, I like Soap's cam here because it gets so much information without putting her life in danger. And RIT really spread out right now across mid. They're trying to do some damage on Carrots as they do take down Savani, and Trace cannot get that trade either. So that's going to be 2 players like taken out of the equation right now for the Terps. Soap just trying to make a kill go her way and does so, but gets traded pretty much instantly. Bomb gonna be planted on this B site, and now Carrots and Davy Jones have to retake from opposite sides of the site.
I mean, they're all, RIT is really spread out. Carrots get that crazy headshot there on their Clove. I mean, RIT is really trying to get their picks, and their Reyna gets Davy Jones, unfortunately. But they also have their Sova just hiding there, waiting for Carrots to peek. This is almost like another, wow, trying to get through that Reyna, but unfortunately all through C, and Reyna gets that kill. high tension here in the studio.
Yeah. I mean, it was all like smiles, giggling, like when we had that long break. But it's like, what else are you gonna do? But now, you know, everyone's very serious, and this is a very serious situation they're in. They do not want to have to have waited this long to come out with a loss here. They do have 3 ultimates working for them, but they do not have a goodbye.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's looking like a shorty move there for Savani. I'm assuming she's going to go knives and everything. So maybe a lot of movement and a lot of aggressive, hostile movement from her. Because of that, it's not much for her to work with.
Cover going out.
I mean, we have Carrots throwing in that smoke. RIT is already pushing up, already in sight with their Raze ulting, trying to clear up some space. Soap gets their enemy Cypher off, leaving us with advantage on numbers here.
Yeah, and Savani does have her jet knives available to her, so that's going to help in this retake as she's working up a flank here and is going to peek in from C-Long, spots the clove, but does not get a kill or does much damage at all, but is still going to work on taking this fight while the rest of her team works in from CT and Garage, but that's not working out on the other side of things either as Savani, Trace, and Davy Jones all get picked off. Carrots responds, and now she's left alone in a 1v3 with the spike ticking down. Does have a Vandal in hand, but this would still be a hard task for Carrots.
I mean, Carrots with that fake trying to trick them, but unfortunately the Raze does get onto Carrots. I mean, what a round. Not much to do there, honestly. I mean, it was a different buy, I will say. Not much to do there. Had to force a light buy that round. We do have a timeout from Coach Dusty here. I mean, again, as I said, he is cooking up something as he usually does, but I'm wondering, what can the Terps do differently here? I mean, is it the team morale right now? Is it just because we're all tired at the moment?
Maybe. Yeah, my heart stopped a little bit when I saw the timeout because of what went so wrong last time we tried to take a timeout in this lobby. But successful timeout taken by Coach Dusty, and he is trying to just give his team some strategy to not let them get in such a deficit. You know, you don't want to get down on map number 3 of the series and then have to dig yourself out of a hole.
Yeah, and you also don't want that mental to affect you as well. I mean, again, it's 12 a.m. right now. We're all a little tired, and with all that waiting, and that anticipation, we all just got to lock back in. But I'm sure Coach Dusty has something great stored for us. I mean, looking at this leaderboard right now, RIT's Reyna has been doing pretty well. Already has their ult yet again. Got a good amount of kills last round. I mean, we're only down 3 rounds right now, but it's still possible. At least just get these last 3 for the Terps, and hopefully we can get a good advantage on the other side.
Some early util being thrown by Davy Jones to slow down this short push that's been really problematic for the Terps a couple times as Trace is looking to defend long. But it is a 3-2 split for the side of RIT right now. They're just, peeking, just trying to take safe engagements right now, not really heading onto either site too much. It does look like the regroup is happening though towards this A site with the Reyna lurk on C. Savani looking like she might be the first to peek out from a short along with Trace, but it does look like the push is happening in long.
I'm scared. That was really scary. I thought Savani was just gonna run into everybody, but I mean, they're both playing the waiting game, both the Terps and RIT. Little does RIT know that nobody's really on site other than Trace just holding on to wait for an entry onto A site. I mean, Soap's here just watching the cam. I know she knows that there's some people on grass, that Soap is about to throw some util there. Throws a dart, and Davy Jones gets ready to throw in her util, and Trace gets that kill. There's one more person on Trace's radar, gets scanned.
Oh, the job is not done for Trace. She has one more person left to kill if she wants to hold on to this side. With Savani getting taken down, it makes things very difficult, and Trace does get a pick but gets traded shortly after. RIT only has 12 seconds left to plant the spike, and Davy Jones is trying to make it so difficult for them, and time is ticking down. They've got to get that plant down before the 4-second mark, and if the Terps manage to live, they will win this round.
Wow. I mean, honestly, RIT is just, they are playing slow. They're really waiting for the last, like, maybe 30 seconds to finally push and make a move. And it really, I think it takes the Terps from, like, by surprise. You know, we still don't know where they're moving because there's no util being thrown, there's no signs, no activity happening, so we're forced to just sit and just watch and hold our sight, which I think really is what got to us those last few rounds. But I mean, this strat might work to the Terps' advantage considering how long RIT takes to make a move.
Reyna ultimate immediately invested for RIT. It's gonna be positioned by C-Long, or A-Long, as Savani's looking to take that fight with that. Reyna peeks out at just the right time, but cannot get that kill. It's gonna be Trace who's gonna finish the job there. Savani updrafts and avoids getting picked off, but there Savani is still making things work. A-Long. So is Trace, but Davy Jones, as soon as the smoke dissipates, she may be in trouble, but no, the timing works out beautifully for her. Spike is down, but RIT does have a control over it for the moment. But we're at a bit of a stalemate right now what was the start of a very chaotic round.
Yeah, RIT is just trying to make sure that nobody's holding on to that spike that was dropped, but I mean, with slowly inching up to the site, Trace being at 21 health unfortunately gets picked off by the Raze. I mean, Raze and Silver are holding hands down A-Long right now, and it looks like it's working out pretty well with them. Trying to hide from that Sova dart from JV Jones. Again, with the smokes, I'm really scared for Davy Jones here as the Sova peeks out and Carrot's there to save the day, and so finishes off with that Raze kill.
Every single round is a nail biter because RIT waits so long to pull off their site execs, and it's been consistent, just the amount of time they've eaten up, and it's not like they're just hiding all around and then all of a sudden they flood in. No, they're teasing these sites, they're making their presence known, and they're just fighting really slow.
And that honestly could make the Terps really impatient, wanting to get some action, so you know that forces the Terps to finally push up or anything like that. But hopefully the Terps don't let their guard down. I mean, we're starting to read RIT just a little bit better every round. RIT goes in with a default, having Spike down. Unfortunately, Carrot gets picked off there on C as RIT starts to push up. I mean, they're starting to clear out, slowly walk in. So, oh wow, okay. Cypher also getting pick on Davy Jones, unfortunately. Already up C and almost going up B too. I mean, they could go either side at this point. Soph gets a pick there on that Raze. Will she know that there's a Cypher also on the other side of that door?
Well, Savani repurchases operator and is looking to fight outside of B, though, but Soap holding her own into garage. Not for long. She's able to find two there successfully, but she does get killed as Spike is taking on this B site. Savani has to make this decision to take this garage fight or help out Trace here, who's trying to fight in from CT. Picks up a Vandal, but gets killed in the process.
Unfortunate round there. I think honestly that might have just been some timing there. But I mean, here goes RIT. They're playing really different each round now that I'm starting to realize it. But I mean, I'm wondering if Savani is going to do another op pick. I mean, they just need to come to the site where she's just peeking. Or just there. I mean, I don't know. This is really really interesting for this switch.
Yeah, they did decide to switch it up last round and not do such a slow site execute as they have been doing the last previous rounds, and a little bit of dilly-dallying on the C site.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're trying to do that little like box glitch, I think. I don't know if you've tried that before, but you know, if you just keep running into the wall and just keep jumping, you could get like a little bit of a boost. But you could always just satchel up there as well.
So here the Terps are on the attack this time. We are headed into the pistol round, so this is going to be really important if the Terps do want to flip the script for this half, but it does not start off on a good foot as Davy Jones gets picked off early into the round. That's a lot of important initiator utility that the Terps are not going to have available to them for post plants, for site executes, all of the above. They're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way with their weapons, with their aim.
I mean, the RIT seems to be holding down site. I mean, focusing more on B site more so than A and C. Clove alone on A site as Carrot is starting to slowly walk their way up along with Oh wow, okay, the short is getting a little crazy here. So hopefully getting that pick on that clove. Thankfully, starting off that plant by Savani, and this Reyna starting to push out into the smoke. They're spraying the smoke like crazy. I'm pretty sure that they know that Reyna's pushed in, but Reyna already gets a kill on Savani through that smoke, unfortunately, with that scan.
Well, the Reyna got the kill through the smoke, but now the Terps just really have to focus on holding down the site. It's a flood from CT, but Carrots making herself known in from heaven there. Eventually does get killed, though, and so does Soap, and it's going to be a defuse from RIT to win pistol round. The Terps gotta be a little bit worried after losing pistol round. Yeah, you can kind of see it on their faces there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Trace took a little bit of fall damage there, jumping out from heaven, unfortunately. But I mean, wow, that Reyna can read us really well. I mean, it was just really unfortunate that Jet got caught by the Sova scan. I mean, if there was time for her to break the scan, maybe we could have still had Savani there on site still, alive to hopefully play it out. Interesting buy here from RIT. They're trying to use as much as they can. We have that Marshall coming from Raze and a Judge from Sova. Interesting. And I'm pretty sure they are trying to do that jump thing here on C site, trying as much as they can, but unfortunately they couldn't get it through.
Oh, and that Marshall is positioned C long. Davy Jones going to be made aware of that very shortly, but Trace is left to fight off that Marshall. Pick up Spike in the process as the Terps kind of see where these picks work out for them. If they do want to go garage, they're going to have to work around that Cypher trip, and 2 players still posted up onto C site. Not sure what the play call is for them quite yet. They're probably going to see how this garage push goes and then go from there.
Oh wow, breaks that trip and is able to get in at least a little far. Now they have to rely on picks. Hopefully somebody can get it against these. Wow, Raze gets 2 picks on Davy Jones and on Soap, but Savani was able to trade them out. Finally getting plant down on this site. I mean, we're 3-4 right now. We're not so good on numbers, but I mean, we have Savani on that Marshall getting that clove.
Oh, but Savani's just being completely overwhelmed by numbers from every which way right now. It's another defuse from RIT in a second attack round in a row. Lost for the Terps.
I mean, the Sova with that Judge, the Judge pick did end up working out, unfortunately. But, I mean, just gotta hold it down. I mean, we can finally buy now, or a decent amount of, we have a decent amount of money to buy. And, you know, Sova's still sticking with that Judge. You have an interesting light buy coming from RIT here on defense. I'm concerned a little bit if Sova's just going to be holding those corners. It looks like he's holding down B for sure, but that Reyna likes to lurk up sewers and likes to just sit at the entryway of going into A. I'm wondering if that's going to be the same play or if they're going to make eye contact here.
Yeah, this is our round to win for the Terps. We have a full buy. We're up against a very weak buy. So in theory, this should be the round where the Terps are able to flip the script. How will this round start out? Savani pushed up really far, but didn't take a fight there in A long. Instead, the Terps sitting back as they have done in these last 2 rounds, but they've got to watch out for the Sova. Like you were saying, very sneaky positioning right below window, suspecting that this is going to be a mid push. But instead, the Terps look like they're scaling up grass instead of jumping through window. But the Sova gonna be able to call that out for the rest of their team.
I mean, it's still looking pretty unsure. Oh my gosh, Carrot is so close to the Sova. The Sova also has a Ghost as their sidearm here. So either way, distance is not an issue.
Oh, and they're going to completely avoid that Sova as they scale back towards A short and A long to do a full A hit here with the help of Davy Jones's breach utility. Savani dashed her way back into hell. The smoke is in order for Carrots. Now Plant's going to be able to come down, and they have to just hold off this retake that's going to come in for RIT. Will this be the round that they're able to do it?
I mean, Carrots holding a corner here that everybody likes to peek, at least. I mean, here comes that Sova dart revealing her location. 2 people in heaven here from RIT, again with the util. unfortunately, wow, Carrot's getting taken out by that Raze nade, but somebody gets blinded. Hope gets that kill on that Cypher, gets another kill on the Sova. Can she get a third kill on their Raze?
Oh, she's looking for it and does find it, and a fourth
Wow.
from Savani.
She's back. Savani is back.
Savani is back. What a hold from Savani. Even when it looked like everything was kind of falling apart for a second with Carrots getting picked off, no, she's able to like find those crucial picks just from her sheer like aim abilities and give the Terps a fighting chance as they're able to hold on to a good number of their weapons.
Take a breath, girl. That was insane. I mean, you could see her just lock in at that moment and was just so focused on getting that raise. And wow, I mean, hell is a really tight space to be in, especially when you're trying to get those picks off. Again, playing default here for the Terps. Davy Jones gets that pick on that Clove. Savani's ready for action yet again, only having Reyna on that site. Chooses to fall back just a little bit, but Sova is slowly pushing up their sewers, at least waiting for more information before a full commit at least. Savani just barely makes it.
Yeah, a little bit lucky from Savani not to get spotted off of that timing, and instead, Terps are going to scale up towards C site where they're choosing to work through the Cypher utility that they know is there because it's been positioned there round after round. Trace going to use that drone to give Carrots the edge on that fight behind Box onto Seaside Plant. Should come down, but the fight is not over, but Soap just has very patient positioning there, watching mid, knowing that there's a late rotate coming in. Both Savani getting picked off. The Terps have got to stay on their toes. They got to stay diligent here.
Soap, oh wow, Cypher gets killed, but then Davy Jones trades that out. I mean, Soap is just there to hold everybody's back, and Carrots has his first contact already just putting into smoke. I mean, with a gun like that Reyna has, I mean, you gotta push or you just gotta... Wow, I mean, Carrot still gets hit by it. My goodness, 10 HP with Soap trying to save the day, and oh, thank goodness, saves the day. Wow, like I said, Soap was there waiting patiently, waiting for those late rotates from RIT. I mean, hopefully we can take a breather here. Just, wow, I'm out of breath. Just, I'm holding my breath. That was so scary.
I was just thinking, like, I am a little out of breath because these rounds are just close. They're so close, and it's just consistently been for the Terps. One player just has a great round. It's been Soap the last round. It was Savani the round before. Just these players have to step up when their team needs them most, and that is right now when they're still 2 rounds behind on map number 3.
We had some Guardians, I think, that was just getting wall banged there, so we try and get somebody down from window. Savani pushing in slowly through long. There's 3 people in A, 1 being in sewers. There's Sova, but 2 on site. I mean, Savani is getting second thoughts here. I mean, they're still defaulting, and Carrot gets a pick on Raze. As Soap also actually unfortunately gets picked by the other Cypher here. But Trace, again, trades. Carrot's all the way pushing up into C here. Ready to smoke and ready to plant on the site and retake the site, clear it, make sure Garage is okay. For the rest of the team to get on, you know, Reyna's here hiding in that smoke. Unsure if she's gonna blind out and just get that kill, but we have that drone going on. Gets Davy Jones with that Guardian.
Oh, and are they going to be aware of this shower push? It catches Savani off guard, but now the alarm bell should be sounding for Carrots and Trace. It does look like this might... it looked like it was going to be safe for a second, but no, they're going to do a high-low setup to fight this Clove, and it works out beautifully for the 2 of them to inch the Terps closer.
We're picking it back up here. I mean, we're starting to see more smiles, at least a little bit more smiles, and a little more relieved faces here in the studio. I mean, 1 more round and they're just neck and neck right now. I mean, again, it's anybody's game, but the Terps seem really locked in at the moment. I mean, I guess it's just easy pushes for them. It's just defaulting every round so far, just really winning their fights.
And now both sides are going to have a full buy and plenty of ultimates. We might just see a ultimate overload here on either of these sites. But a lot of aggression off the bat from RIT heading down C long. Carrots does not want any part of that. It's going to take a more passive angle there to just watch that. More safe angle. Oh, and Savani. You hate to see Savani and Trace lose that fight early onto the A site as a result of the aggression that RIT had. And now UMD was caught completely off guard.
I mean, now RIT has all of their ults. I mean, they could abuse this only on this 3v5, but now we're still defaulting here. Davy Jones waiting, hopefully, for this sewer push from their Clove. They're both just waiting on each other, honestly. It's anybody's game. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared. I mean, Spike is still down more towards Davy Jones. Carrot is trying to wallbang here. This right now on C site. I mean, does Carrot know that we have this race here in Cubby? Carrot successfully retreats though, thank goodness. We finally pick up Spike, and I think we're gonna start pursuing an A push here while we have Carrot slowly scoping out the scenery to make sure nobody's following on flank.
Oh, and it's just a slow and steady walk up towards A. Time is ticking down, but if they have A site, they have plenty of time. But is Carrots gonna be aware of this Clove position in that corner? No. And that Clove has 3 kills so far. The Terps have yet to plant Spike. They only have 10 seconds to do so. They've got to get the plant off before it hits the 4-second mark. So just not able to get this bomb down. The Terps are gonna lose this round.
What an interesting round. You know, it's been being played really slowly. Again, RIT is patient, very patient, very diligent with going back and forth into their site and holding it down and catching the Terps off guard, unfortunately. That C long push, I mean, if Carrot didn't retreat, she most definitely would have gotten picked off by their raise there.
Scoreboard's looking really even for both sides, like almost scarily even actually in terms of like kills especially, but that does not change the scoreline one bit, and that doesn't change the fact that there are 10 ultimates online. Just a little bit scary as Trace speaks first into this crucial round.
We have Carrot jump spotting C long here, trying to mess around and see if there's anybody that's still waiting there. Trace is just waiting for this sewer push. Hopefully it's expected. And we also have Savani also expecting a push from C long, but little do they know it's just Sova there hanging out onto A site. Wow, the Reyna gets a pick on Soap, unfortunately, and the race on RIT is still hanging out in Cubby right now. We're starting to regroup here onto A site, slowly pushing. The Sova does not know what's yet to come with everybody, with 4 people here ready to push 2 through sewers and 2 through main, and then we get a Sova dart. Oh, wow. Sova drone, wow.
And Sova holding on for dear life finds a pick. Eventually Carrot's able to trade out her teammate, but the damage has been done. Bomb comes down this time, unlike last time when the Terps tried to hit this A site, and it does look like they're gonna defend this bomb very passively. They're playing off sites here, which I like, and it looks even better as Trace able to get that pick on the raise. Savani peeks out, finds a beautiful pick, and is now just gonna be content with that and wait to potentially double swing with Carrots to just close things out.
Wow. I mean, with Savani, Trace, and Carrots here, I mean, it's an easy game. Once this Reyna hits that defuse, they're all gonna peek, or maybe not. Oh, with that Sova dart there from Trace, allows Savani to get that wallbang through that Reyna. Wow, a sigh of relief for the Terps here.
Yeah, for sure. And just they need one more round to equalize things, and I don't know about you, these ultimates are really stressing me out right now.
Oh no, seeing all of them just with the ready sign just straight down the leaderboard,
yeah.
I'm nervous because they could all just detonate it at any time they want, and it could just be a straight free-for-all. But I'm sure both sides are trying to find a strategic way to use their ults in an effective way and not just waste it on a round.
A lot of the Terps position towards C long. It's not defended right now. by RIT. Instead, the only person holding it is playing offside, going to use that Ray's ultimate and the Reyna ultimate. Savani able to dodge it, is still on the site, but she's got to dance around Trace's Sova ultimate, and it does find a kill, and so does Carrot, so does Savani. Everything is going right for the Terps right now on this C site, and now we can take a breath.
Spike was planted. Again, numbers 5v2 right now. We lost only one ult, but it was for the better. I mean, Davy Jones is ready to just use all that util with Soap, just watching each other's backs, just trying to see where these two RIT players are, this Clove and this Sova. The Sova is creeping up on CT while Clove is going on through Garage. Hopefully Soap can catch the Sova lacking. Through a dart, gets that Sova, while this Clove is just stunned here on site, and Savani finishes off on that Clove.
All right, somebody could win the series in the next 3 rounds. Will it be the Terps? We sure hope so, but they're going to have to fight for it because this has been really back and forth.
A lot of back and forth, a lot of tension. Again, I'm breathless. Like, this is so scary. I mean, RIT's down 2 ults. It was already used, but their Reyna tends to get their ult really fast. I mean, it is 6 ult points, but like, their Reyna likes to get a lot of picks really fast here. Again, we're defaulting mainly towards A, it seems, with Carrots holding on to C site, waiting for that aggro push at an off angle. Unfortunately, gets hit. Wow, RIT's Reyna is really low, along with their Raze. I mean, if we can get these picks, it's all easy to go.
Yeah, thanks to Carrots for taking some HP off of RIT, but still, those players are still alive. They can still get a pick, but Savani gonna finish the job that Davy Jones started. So is Soap. Soap finds 2 up into mid, and her team's gonna be very content with that regroup towards the C-Long, but they've got to fight the Soap, and it's gonna be Soap, who's had a massive round so far at 3 kills, who's going to get that pick. All that's left is this Clove, who has a late walk in from A site, and Soap, what a round for her to give the Terps the edge at a crucial time.
4 kills. I mean, hopefully that gives a boost a little bit in our team morale here. I mean, we saw a lot of straight faces and some relieving sighs here. We have a timeout coming from RIT. I mean,
successful timeout taken. So this gives both teams a chance to just take a breath, think about how they want to, play these next couple of rounds. And that was a more expensive round for RIT ultimate wise. We still have 4 of our ultimates here for the side of UMD. And I'm mentioning ultimates so much because they just have the ability to sway rounds. And every round from this point on is so important. So strategically using those ultimates could win them the series.
Most definitely. I mean, Coach Dusty's cooking it up in the stew, of course. I mean, honestly, we're really close. It's neck and neck. I'm scared. This is the first time I believe RIT has called a timeout on their end. I think they're finally starting to see that this is very close. I mean, this is anybody's game as always. But I mean, with Soap picking it up, those kills, especially that last round, and wow, Savani doing really well as duelist. I mean, and again, their Reyna was also doing really well, especially for this Haven game. I mean, crazy. I believe it was an ace at this game. I'm starting to lose track of time here.
It's all blurring really together.
But
anyway,
we got it, guys.
Terps have got to be locked in. We've got to be locked in. Here we go into the next round for the Terps on the attacking half, looking to not switch things up. They're going very similar to the last couple rounds. Savani opting to take that A fight, but no one's peeking into her yet. Instead, the scan comes in for Trace. Oh, what a tragic pick to start off this round.
I mean, that one pick, I mean, everybody's starting to retreat just a little bit on the Terp side. They're starting to think, where is the best place to continue this push, to slow walk? Or, I mean, I'm sure that they know not to peek window here. Window's a little bit of a deadly take here. I'm hoping Davy Jones doesn't peek and this Reyna gets that pick. Unfortunately, the Reyna does get that pick on Davy Jones. But at least now we know where this Reyna is positioned here. We have Savani going in in through garage here, but they don't know that the Cypher's hanging out and that this Sova is out here. There's one more person there on site, but unfortunately the Rays get Savani there. Trace is here to save the day, getting that pick on that Reyna and killing all of those leftover setups from the Cypher, but the Cypher peeks out of garage and gets Trace while she's planting.
1v2 for Carrot. She does have spike control, and she should be able to plant it or at least tap it and peek out into garage. Finds a pick there. Gotta stick the defuse sooner rather than later, or just get the pick. If you're Carrots, you can just find that pick and give your team the edge. Put them into series point. Oh my goodness.
I guess you could say Carrots is hungry for those kills and is also hungry for that win. I mean, wow. Breath held.
Oh my goodness.
12-10 right now. Another timeout getting called, this time by Coach Dusty here on the Terps side. I mean, we really have to evaluate what's going on here, and I'm sure RIT also needs that time to evaluate how to move on with this. I mean, Terps just getting one more round and we win. But I mean, RIT could also send this into OT potentially. Again, Coach Dusty just cooking it up.
All we need is just one good play call, one good site execute, one good post plant, and then this series will be over and the Terps will come out victorious. And just to highlight Trace, who is at the top of the leaderboard for the Terps and for the lobby, she's had an amazing game.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're working really hard for these past 3 maps here. You know, RIT seems pretty even across the board, as do we. I mean, I feel like once this Reyna starts to pick it up, it might be a little hard for the Terps to combat against it. But honestly, we have Trace going crazy right now, so we'll see how this goes. And that buy is really interesting so far from RIT. Again, like, the Terps are at a really big advantage here. I mean, interesting buy, light shields, that Guardian. I mean, here goes Carrots in that off angle again. Last time she was in that off angle, she got a pretty good amount of damage on 2 of RIT's players here.
Savani yet again trying to take this A long fight. No one's swinging into her, but it's a quiet walk up into A short for the rest of her team on this A site. Sova for the side of RIT was watching short, but backed off that angle to help the Clove onto site. Carrots takes a little bit of damage from mid off of that TP, and they've got to watch out for this Reyna pinching behind into window. That should be Soap's job to have an eye on that, but Savani's got so much damage done to her, but she's still trying to make A site happen for her team. Catches the Sova off guard and gets such a important pick here, as Soap gonna make contact with this Reyna any second now, and Reyna peeks out and Soaps responds beautifully. Jet knives invested for Savani. The Terps have to just hold down the fort here on this post plant and they will win the series.
Oh my gosh, RIT is all jumbled up there in CT. I mean, there's no way. We have all these ultimates. This util. Oh my goodness. Davy Jones getting that pick on. Oh my god, and then Savani taking it back yet again. Getting the Cypher, and then ultimately, hopefully, getting this Raze for one last pick. But unfortunately, Raze gets Savani first again. Here we go. You had it here, guys. Wow.
Okay. Well, you can see it all on Carrot's face. You can see it on everybody's face in the studio. Oh my goodness. It is 1 a.m. and we just finished probably the craziest series we may have had here in the studio, dare I say, or the second craziest, one of those. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for sticking with us. Make sure you all tune in on Wednesday for our Giving Day stream. Don't forget about that. We'll have more Valorant for you guys. Less serious Valorant, but more Valorant nonetheless. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday, and thanks so much for watching.